What is going on, Foodiegang? What is going on? You are tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share this video with your friends. As always, you can support the channel by sending a super chat, Venmo, PayPal, just by hitting the like button. Join my group on Facebook, Foodiegang fan page. Follow me on my social media platforms. List it down below and it'll be scrolling across the screen the whole time. Okay, so earlier today we was already here. We already did time for tea, but we are back because there's more that we had to discuss, but I had to run. I wanted to come back today and do part two just because there are so many breaking developments going on in the world right now. So for tomorrow's show, we'll probably be on to a whole new subject. And we were really having a great conversation. So we are back. I'm sorry I had to run, but we are back with the time for tea. And part one was we did earlier today. It was a really great conversation. Here is that link for part one. So when we left, I was playing a little bit of Keke Wyatt's ex-husband. I believe he's her third ex-husband. He did a tell-all on YouTube, and he also went on Tasha K. The reason why we got on the subject of Keke Wyatt is because over the weekend and on Friday, I think it was Friday, I believe it was Friday, she performed at at Angie Stone's funeral. She did a great job. There were some big names there, but because she performed, it brought her back out to the forefront. And we were talking a little bit about Keke Wyatt. Someone sent me this video of the husband's tell-all. So then we went down the rabbit hole and we've been doing research and we got that video up, or the husband tell all. We're going to play the whole thing, I believe. Yeah, we're going to play the whole thing in its entirety. It's 1 hour long. And we are going to just break it on down, break it on down. But before we get into that, let me read the channel disclaimer to you guys. Let me get that pulled up. All right, so we are gonna hop back into. We're gonna get into the husband tells all. The husband tell all, but it's just a lot going on in this specific story. So here we go with the tell all. Welcome to 907 Good Eats Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. Please note that the information provided on our channel, including commentary and discussions, is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Comments and opinions expressed are those of the individuals, not those of 907 Good Eats. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, we cannot guarantee its completeness, reliability, or accuracy. The use of the information provided on this channel is strictly at your own risk. We do not claim ownership of any third-party content featured on our channel. All third-party content is the intellectual property of the respective owners, and we respect their rights. Viewer discretion is advised for all content. All right, so there we have it. We went over the disclaimer. We got the thing rolling across the screen, the banner rolling across the screen. And let me get the fair use up here. And we're going to get into it. Okay, so I believe this is her third husband, 11 kids. Her love life has had a lot of ups and downs. And But one thing I will say is that Keke can sing. Keke can sing. She knows how to get a man. And she knows what she's doing. So homegirl can sing. And she looks amazing to have had 11 kids. I predict that she will have another husband shortly. And she's already, dating. So I predict this is not going to be the last ex-husband. There is going to be more husbands. I don't think there will be any more kids, but we will see. So let me get that video pulled up. Okay. And this video has 180,000 views. Let me get y'all to the right screen. Oh, here we go. Okay, and I stopped it earlier at 35 minutes and we watched the first 4 minutes. I'm gonna slide this back all the way to the beginning and we are gonna watch it in its entirety. And earlier today, I played some videos of her singing. I played some videos, or the video from Marriage Boot Camp. She has been on a numerous amount of TV shows. She also has her own TV show. I think it's called Kiki's World, but I could have the name wrong. So she's definitely been on TV a lot. And earlier in one of the videos I played, she actually made a statement and said that he was a stay-at-home dad. And the way she said it, the tone in her voice, in my opinion, was quite disrespectful. So he published this video about 3 weeks ago. I believe they got divorced in 2023. I'm not sure what month, but this whole story is pretty recent. The child has to be like 1 or 2. So, and then they have a couple of other kids together that he mentions during this tell-all. So here we go. Let's just get right into it.
Hey, you guys. I'm sorry I had to come back on here because the video ended and I accidentally cut it off. And but I wanted to come back on here and finish what I was saying. And so I want to tell you guys that I haven't been able to see my children for over a year.
Hey, Angela. Okay, I paused it because I want to show you guys what type of tea I'm drinking. Can y'all see it? Probably not, but it is a pomegranate and raspberry tea. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. Y'all can see it quickly. Okay, Angela, we are back with part 2. Remember when I said I'm going to try to come back today with part 2? Well, I found some time. We're going to play the whole tell-all in its entirety. I also have some more videos that we're going to get into. Yes, so pomegranate and raspberry tea. And what I like to do is, I've been having like a sore throat. What I'll do is I'll put a little bit of cough drops in my tea and the hot water kind of melts the cough drops. And so it's just like the perfect remedy if you have a sore throat. But let me get back into the video. Yeah, so I have a couple different types of tea. I'm trying to drink more tea than coffee just because sometimes coffee can kind of upset my stomach. So I've been trying to do more tea, and that's why we got the time for tea. And before we get into this video, let me play the video that I made so y'all know where we at, what's going on.
Please hold for a very important message.
Okay, a very important message. And Angela said, I do that too. It really helps. Yeah, if you have a sore throat, make some tea, put some cough drops in it with a little bit of honey, and it definitely helps soothe your sore throat. It's time for tea, y'all. So, not only am I going to give y'all the tea, I'm going to tell you how to make tea too. Okay, so let's get back into this video. So, he was saying that he hasn't seen his kids in over a year. It seems like having kids with Keke would be very, very stressful. And it seems like once she gets mad, she seems like she would be a headache from the clips that I've seen, from the information that we do have.
I was only able to see my son. I left again, as I was stating in my testimony. I left in November the 4th, 2023, November the 4th or so, 2023. And I did not see my son, Kiriah, until the end of June, which was the divorce court for me and Keke Wyatt, where we would have the divorce finalized. And I wasn't able to talk to him and see my kids. It was impossible for me to call her.
So he said July they got divorced, was finalized. He didn't see his kids since November, I believe. Let's keep going.
Because I refused contact with her because of the maniac, her maniac ways, the demonic, the belittling, the verbal abuse. That's done for life, as I stated. And so at this particular time, I wasn't able to talk to them anyway because of her and her cousin were living together. Call it allegedly or whatever you want to say. November the 3rd, I'm sorry, the 4th or so after I left, 3 weeks later, Larry was living there in the house. She had moved Larry in, which is her cousin, Larry Weathers. And he was married, still married to his wife, Ebony Weathers.
I know he is bit high about this because I leave out the house and 3 weeks later you got another person up in here. No, I don't know if I'll be doing all this that he's doing on here on YouTube, but I would be feeling some type of way too.
That's these guys. Okay. And I'll put that picture back up here in a minute. But forgive me, my camera is over here. So if I'm looking over here, it's just better for me. The way I have my camera, you got a bigger picture, but I'm looking at myself. But the camera's over here. So don't pay any attention to that. So anyway, I was not able to, when I left and I had to leave for the last time, as I expressed, my oldest son was bumping into me. She had confronted my oldest son. I was the stepfather, his stepfather, for stealing her money. And he had been taking out over $100 a day. And she allowed it to go on for about 7 days. And so he had racked up over $1,000 he had taken from her out of the ATM. He was taking $100 out of the ATM. Plus, him and his girlfriend Takaya were spending $250 to $300 every other day. The expenses were every other day was like $300, $250 was racking up every 2 days of them going out to eat, going to different places, to fun places and stuff, and ordering stuff off Amazon. My second oldest son, again, was the stepfather. That's why I'm talking like this. He had recently, I don't know, 5 or 6 months prior, put the card, his mother's debit card, Kiki's debit card, on his older brother's phone. Raja has had her debit card since he was 14 years old. She allowed him.
It sounds like rich kids, they go out to eat all the time, they go shopping, they shop from Amazon. Ain't that what rich kids do? But he was feeling like these kids was bad. And as I said, incest under the same roof as my kids. I'd be real hot about that. If he's his own cousin, I'd be concerned for the safety of my kids. Well, Angela, I never thought about it that way, but that makes a great point. But this is the unfortunate thing about the mixed families is like you can say what you don't like, but at the end of the day, you're not with that person no more. So it's a tough situation. I would not want Keke to be my baby mom if I was a man. She seems very, she cuckoo. She stabbed one of her ex-husbands before. And I would say allegedly, but she even admitted to it earlier. Check out the live stream where we talked about it and we played the clip of her saying, yeah, I did it. This is a video right here. But Angela, you bring up a good point because what are you teaching the kids? And then it's like, well, maybe she didn't know it was her cousin. I don't know, but that is just crazy. We definitely got to pray for her kids because they're going through a lot, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like the dad's doing tell-alls on YouTube. She's sleeping with the cousin, allegedly. It's a lot of foolishness going on. A lot of foolishness going on. Hey, how are you doing? Trauma, how are you doing? We are talking about Keke Wyatt. This is her husband's tell-all. We're about 4 minutes in. I'm gonna keep playing it and we're gonna keep breaking this down. And we're gonna talk about it. It is time for tea.
When Michael Jamar, her ex-husband, left, Raja, she got him a card from the bank, another debit card, his own card, and at 14 had him paying the rent, the lease, the mortgage, or whatever of the house, and paying bills. And so he would take her car and he'd buy and do whatever he wanted to. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. He ate whatever he wanted to eat. Steak, lobster, shrimp. It don't matter what. He got whatever he wanted. And in my time being there over 5.5 years.
It sounds like the 14-year-old was a son husband. And I had never heard of this word son husband until I got on YouTube and they really broke it down. But it sounds like he was a son husband. She got him a debit card, he was paying bills, and he was doing whatever. If you notice the way he's talking about these kids, he's talking about these kids like they just do whatever they want. But he sounds like he was a son husband, which some people feel some type of way about that.
There's sometimes 5 and 6 boxes coming every day. Sometimes it was 2, but it was something coming almost every day from Amazon. It seemed like from Raja with her money. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. She allowed it, and that's her business. I had no say so. And she was raising the older children, raising monsters because they were spoiled. And so sometimes she would not give the children money. And Bean did not have her card for all these years. He recently, before I left in 2023, November 2023, again, as I stated, his younger brother, Raja, who had the car since he was 14, he had it put on his Apple phone, on the iPhone, to where he could, buy stuff. He had the card on his phone. So it was the same thing as having a physical card. That recently had happened, just before I left. So Raja was doing whatever he wanted He went through like 13 cars in 2 months' time. Lying.
What? 13 cars. I am 31 and I haven't even owned 13 cars. I haven't even gone through more than like 5 cars in my lifetime. So for him to be a young man, he's going through 13 cars, but he said they were monsters. That's what he thinks of them. I wouldn't want somebody raising my kids who was calling them little monsters. And he probably wasn't saying that in the beginning, but he probably started saying that towards the end. But it sounds like they ran him up out the house. But let's get back into it, y'all.
Fake pay stubs and all this stuff to get it done, to get the vehicles, and doing all this mess, getting checks from CarMax, and all this foolishness that they could, if they knew, it would put him in prison, put him in jail. Fraud. And so I couldn't say anything about this. I knew all along. You know,
Bro, now why you had to put the F word into it? He said they committing fraud. He calling him. Oh, he getting real messy in this tell all. He telling it all. He said, "Frank, he said, not only do I not like y'all, but I'm telling." And Angela said, yes, children should not be parentified unless you want them to end up in therapy later on. And I mentioned that earlier in the show. It sounded like what Keke said is that the kids were watching the other kids. And when you have that happen where kids are watching other kids, that's never good. Try stuff. It's like old times.
What's up, 907? Oh, sorry.
What's
up, 907? How
going
you
on,
doing?
Trey?
Just hanging
I'm
out.
doing good. I'm doing good, Trey. Tell us who you are. Introduce yourself to the channel.
Say it again.
I said, tell us who you are and introduce yourself to the channel.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm just Coach Ferg. I ain't nothing but an old bald-headed man, just loving life and, been through a few things and, tried to help a few people out in life, working with the young folk from 6th grade all the way through college. But it's been a blessing. I'm retired at 54, now 57. So it's been, how long I've been knowing you, 907? About 2 years now, a year and a half or so.
I think a year and a half. You know what? Yeah. Every time I see Trey, he telling the young people about themselves.
I guess I'll be starting trouble to some people, but it's all good.
Look, you ain't finna come and bully Trey and say something back. Trey got something to say.
I do fight back. Yes, I do.
Yeah. So, Trey, do you know about Keke Wyatt and that whole situation?
Yeah, I saw this video a couple of weeks ago, and it's just sad. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this, and I'm glad you're up here, Trey, because I know that you talk about marriage a lot. A lot of these kids were produced within the marriage.
Yeah.
Now she has had 3 husbands, I believe. Do you feel like that is okay, even though she has 11 kids, that she had them with her husbands, with an S?
Well, I don't feel anything regarding that. I don't use my feelings in the streets. I bring my feelings to my wife and, my parents at the time. But, I just look at it for what it is, and you can't look at it too bad because she was married. You know what I'm saying? But
That's what I'm saying.
I can't come down on her because look at the dudes who's marrying her already knowing how she moving. So, but she's getting older. I just hope that she finally settled down at some point, because the children are important. I don't think people think about the children, bringing all those different men around, different people around. In the short term, it's going to show the children, because I'm sure she has some older children also. So they're going to look at it like, okay, not being committed to those things. Soon something go awry. Now I'm out. Because I'm sure she could be like, hell, if he ain't do what you want, you better leave him. But I could be wrong. So, yeah, I ain't mad. She got, what, how many children you say? 11, 7?
11.
Man, the fact that she can have those babies and still perform and dudes are still marrying her. I know this is what her third husband in what, 6, 7 years. Like,
And she stabbed the first one, Trey. She
yeah,
stabbed him.
I said white in her. That white look crazy in her. I said white girl in her. I'm telling you, it's crazy. She got a little crazy in her. Because she gonna look crazy.
These people, Trey. These your people. These are light-skinned people. That's why I'm glad
but they ain't my people. According to my, when I did my traces, my mother darker than me and you put together, and my father darker about your complexion. I trace, I'll go all the way to the Congo. I'm just, whatever happened, it happened to me in the British Islands. But no, I mean, yeah, it's just crazy, man. I don't know. She's what, about 40 something now?
She's 43.
Yeah, so she first generation crack baby. It is what it is, 907. Yeah.
Trey, you gonna put it off on the crack?
But the reason this is okay, so this is how I put it together like that. I worked in social service in Chicago, right? And when I used to look at a lot of those birthdays of those children that were 8, 9, and 10 in the early 90s, a lot of them were struggling as young teenagers. They were struggling emotionally, physically. They had all kinds of low self-esteem issues. And now a lot of those people are adults with children. They are adults with children and they can't even find relationships. They don't trust nobody. But a lot of them scam, a lot of them cheat, a lot of them lie, a lot of them make excuses. It's somebody else's fault why I ain't shit. No, it's your fault. But she first generation, so she's no different from any other person in that age group. They all struggle, which is unfortunate. You're a little younger. See, because you see the mess. You see the mess 907. You see it.
And I'm 31 and I only got one kid, so I'm way behind Keke.
You better stay behind. A baby
every year.
Stay behind. Stay behind her. Stay behind her.
I would have to have a baby every year to be able to keep up with her or even catch up. But she does seem like she's able to provide for the children financially. But finances are not everything. Earlier in my live stream that I did, I played a video where Keke Wyatt was pretty much saying that the older kids watch the younger kids. So how do you feel about this comment that Angela made, which children should not be parentified unless you want them to end up in therapy later on? Tell us your thoughts about children raising children.
I guess I'm a little indifferent about it because when I was young, I had an older sister 5 years older than me, right? And she sort of kept us in order, kept us in line in a sense, but she also protected us. She didn't let nobody bother because it was her, I had another sister 3 years older, then it was me, then it was 4 under me. So it was 7 of us, and I'm in the middle, and there's 2 sets of twins behind me. So my sister, the older sister, protected all of us. And she didn't, what I've seen today of younger people that watch, they sort of pick on the kids and put them down. My sister didn't do that. She just made sure we did all our chores. She might, y'all gonna do that shit. But yeah, I mean, it's just a different time, man. The people, I think what she could do wrong though, especially with the older girl watching, is that she has to allow that young girl to be a young girl sometime. Sometimes, she just has to allow her to be a kid and enjoy that moment, learning as a young woman, instead of just, you got to watch the kids, forget your plans, forget all that. Because then that's when it can come back later. Like, I never had a childhood. Then when she break away, no telling what she might go to. She might gravitate to a whole bunch of mess. So just unfortunate.
So you're pretty much saying it's a balance.
Yeah, you have to have a balance.
Kind of a balance. Like, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but it's a balance. It's like, but with 11 kids, those older kids, that's a lot of kids.
Yeah,
that's a lot. I would have some resentment.
It's a lot of emotion. because you got to think about it. Everybody going through puberty at different times. People, you get about 12, 13, you like your own stuff. You don't want nobody bothering it. You don't want nobody touching it. So, and if you don't have a positive adult there to sort of balance it out, then it can lead to trouble down the road.
Yeah, so let me ask you this: your light-skinned brother, he made a.
That ain't my light. Hold up. That ain't my light-skinned brother, because light-skinned brothers I know don't speak with their lips, and they don't do all that when they talk. We close our mouth. We don't smack our lips. I'm sorry.
No, Trey, claim your brother.
He's younger than me. He's younger than me. He's like a little nephew or something. He ain't grow up around me. He grew up around the other side of other folk.
He do seem like he got some.
He got a little zest.
Like a gentle giant, like a nice person. But okay, so he has a YouTube channel and he did a tell-all about Keke Wyatt 3 months ago. They divorced sometime last year. How do you feel about the messiness? The tell-all, and then he went on Tasha K.
There you go with that word feeling again. I told you, I don't go with the feeling.
Well,
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, right? Because he was married to her. He chose to marry her knowing all of this. He didn't have a baby by her. Suck it up and move around like a man. That's all I can say. I can't.
He did end up having kids with her.
Oh, well, that's his fault there. He's on the hook for it. Just take care of your kid. I mean, that's him. Now, here's what I don't understand. If you this type of top value guy, as you say, why would you choose a woman like that? You don't tell me it's some single women out here in their mid-30s looking for a strong buck to marry them and give them a baby. But the fact that you go with somebody who has babies, how many did he have about her? 2?
I think there was a couple kids. I'm not sure about the number, but I know for sure the last one they had has disabilities. But my thing is, where is the accountability?
Right.
She stabbed her first husband. You the third husband, and now you want to sit here and complain?
Exactly. He knew all of this coming in.
Yes, and we all know about Keke Wyatt on the reality TV show. Everybody knew she was crazy.
Yes.
So where is the accountability? But let me play a little bit more of this video. He's talking about how the kids were bad. He said that they were monsters. He said he couldn't do much because he was a stepdad to some of the kids.
Oh man.
It's just I think we can say sucker with all caps.
No, he ain't no sucker. He's a fool. He's a fool. He knew all of this going into it. He didn't get tricked. He knew all of this. He know kids in their early teenage years will let you know you ain't my daddy. What are you talking about? I mean, but he should have just went into a rock and just reinvented himself.
The only victims here are the kids.
Exactly. And she don't care about them either. Yeah. So.
So let me play some more of this trade. I want you to hear what he's talking about.
She was so ignorant. He'll tell her, "Mom, deposit this check from me, from CarMax or whatever." Oh, okay. How did you get this? Dummy. God forgive me. Just ignorant. And so, with all that being said, she confronted these. She confronted Bean. He was the only one that was called into the room. He was the only one that was called into the room, and confronted him about taking her money. Now Raja, on the other hand, for the most part, she never confronted Raja. She allowed him to do whatever. He buy stuff. He buy whatever he want. And it's just when it got outrageous sometimes, I remember there being times, we were on our way to the airport and all these different vehicles. He had gotten a Mercedes-Benz from CarMax, and she noticed he had withdrawn $1,500 after she left for work. I was driving her to the airport because she had a show. And she said, "What are you doing? You just took out $1,500 and you didn't call me and ask me for what?" "Oh, mom, I gotta fix this oil pan. I gotta fix something on the truck." Didn't even say anything to her. He was that bold because he had been spending her money. Now, meanwhile, I didn't let Raja know, but Bean knew, my oldest son, Mimi knew, but I kept at least $15,000 cash in my car. I had a safe in my car. I also had two different.
Trey, what you think about that part?
Come on, man. Listen to this. Where you gonna put a safe at in your car? Let's just say you put it in the trunk. Don't nobody ride around with $15,000 in their car. It makes no
That's crazy.
sense. Then you complained about $1,500. I guess it was an oldest son took for his car.
Well, yeah, one of the kids went through 13 cars.
But he knew this. She's going to give her son whatever he wants. That's how you hurt a child. You spoil the hell out of them, and you don't teach them nothing. So it is what it is. But why? I'm sorry now. So I just don't see the need for you to come here to the world and cry about something that you already knew. You already knew this. And $1,500. What kind of car was it? It was an expensive car.
I don't think he said the type of car.
Yeah, I mean, if he got it at CarMax, I'm sure it was a nice used car. But you know, I was gonna get a complete tune-up on my truck, and they said I have 12 spark plug. I have a Dodge Ram, right? And that was gonna be about $900. So anything over that, you're looking at a BMW, Mercedes, but you're talking about something major. You ain't talking about no oil pan change. That's about $600, $500. Something major like a transmission, that's $3,000, $4,000. Or something with the engine may cost you upwards of, unless they replace them, upward, I say $800, $900. But $1,200, he just took out some extra cash because he was trying to do something else. But she knows this though.
Yeah. And but I just think what he's saying is very interesting and very funny. And this situation shows us that we need to take accountability for our own actions, or we're going to
Yes.
be in the same situation. And because of his lack of accountability, where it was like, hey, it was my fault, he might be in the situation again.
Might.
He didn't learn nothing.
And some dudes look for the come up though. It's unfortunate. You know, he knows she got money because she's still touring and making music, so she's getting paid. And yeah, he gave her 2 babies. I'm sure he didn't think about that. He was just happy to be in that space. And now, at any point, let's just say her career starts to fade quickly down the road. Hopefully it don't. Hopefully she can go into her old age, singing. But if them kids are still underage, then he gonna have to pay child support. And if he ain't taking care of them, if he ain't took care of them right at all, and can't verify that he's paid for stuff and bought stuff, and they'll go back to the child's birth, and he'll be starting all over at about down in the ATL. Shoot, they gonna get it for about $1,000 for 2 kids.
Yeah, they track it all the way back. And she did an interview earlier, I played a video earlier where she called him a stay-at-home father.
That's what she called him.
The way she said it, Trey, was very disrespectful.
Like she was pointing the finger at him, little punk, little weak dude.
She said stay-at-home father like he wasn't nothing. Like he was a babysitter. Very disrespectful. Let's get back into the video. Let's see what else he got to say.
Counts. And Miss Wyatt, when I came into the marriage, she told me, she said that she would like to be private, with her money and everything. I said, I'm not here for that. No, when I would take her to the bank, she walked up by herself. That's none of my business. I'm not there for that. Again, excuse me if I'm looking off. The camera is over here, but this is better with me talking, just doing it this way. So y'all don't pay no attention to that. I'm explaining that I'm nipping this in the bud because it's actually foolishness, but I have to nip this in the bud as before I go into full-time ministry. And so this is the day that I had to leave.
Full-time ministry. I think they did say he was a minister.
Oh my God, this is
What does that mean, Trey? What does full-time ministry mean? Does it mean he was working at church?
he had to get it off his conscience before he go into a church and sort of start preaching the good word or the good book.
It's crazy that you could be a pastor with a whole tell-all on the internet.
Oh yeah, 907 pastors come from the worst walks of life. A lot of pastors sold drugs and been to prison and with pimps and all
side chicks and everything.
Yeah.
He's out of wedlock. So yeah, you're right. That's a perfect field for him. He seemed like he real straight. Yeah, right. This is a confessional booth.
That's what he doing. That's what he doing. That's why he said he had to get it out, so he wouldn't take it into it because he.
It's crazy. Like you gotta come into the internet, all your business real quick before you go into the church to preach to other people and spread the gospel and be a man of God. You gotta come to the internet and be messy real quick.
And he go preach just like he said the internet. And that's how his messages are gonna come out. He's gonna be doing the projection just like it. He ain't gonna take no accountability of none of that.
And do you feel, or do you think someone like this should even be a pastor or be a minister? Like, you clearly have a lot to work on.
907, I saw a study a few months back. I think it was one of them ABC, NBC nightly, one of them evening news. They said 70% of the pastors don't even believe in what they preach. I don't know how many pastors they polled, but 70%, if it's 70% out of 2,000, that's enough for me. That's a low C average. So, hey, people read for yourself, move in what you read, practice what you read, and see how your life changes. Other than that, don't listen to nobody else. And then you gotta, church makes $52 million a week for poor people to be poor some more.
And this is gonna be your pastor with a tell-all on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure it's all over TikTok. Messy. Messy. Let's get back into it.
That house forever. And God set it up. He used the older kids, Bean and Raja, primarily Bean at the time. And so, and Raja. And so she brought Bean into questioning for taking her money that day that I had to leave and stealing her money. He began to lie. He lied even on my older sister, saying that he had to get edibles and he had to send all this stuff to Arizona. And he had to he had to send all these things and whatnot, lying on her that this is where the money was going to. And it was him and Takaya ordering stuff off the internet, clothes, you name it, going out to eat, spending it, different spots, fun spots that they're going to, and without saying anything to her. And so, I'm sorry, Mom. She said, well, then why were you, if you spend it $200-$300 a day, you and Takaya, why are you taking out $100 a day? Oh, well, I was just taking it out because I didn't want you to be mad. I didn't want to take out too much. It was just a bunch of mess. And so Raja ended up coming in the room. And so he's coming in the room to so-called take up for his older brother. And because Raja was his mother, she looked at him like that was her God. And that's why she allowed him, all the children knew, to do whatever he wanted to do. He didn't have to, Raja, the older children, they didn't have to respect nobody but Keke, their mother. She'll jump on them. She'll put her hands on them, slap them, beat them down, whatever. But anybody else saying anything to her kids, the thought was, she'll kill them. She'll take them out. I'll kill you for messing with my children. For if you say one word to my kids,
But Trey, what do you think about what he said so far?
You hear all this when he's
nice
talking about,
older kids.
but you hear all this though. You hear all this mess he talking, right?
Yeah.
He knew that before he married her. He talking about they had to get some supplies, some edibles. Meaning, is he insinuating that they were selling marijuana candy? Is that what is he insinuating? He
I
said
think
edible.
he's insinuating that they was taking it. Earlier, he said the one son was committing fraud with the
There you go.
CarMaxes and the car. Trey, when I say this man is telling, he's telling.
He telling out all the family secrets.
Yeah.
But look, why is he telling on the kids though?
But I don't know. Like, he sound like he really don't like the kids.
They didn't like him, and he mad now.
Yeah.
He thought he can come in there and play save a dad, but they was too old. He ain't got no say so of how much money they getting. He over there sitting in the car like, man, they got a whole lot of money out. Well, that's my baby. Damn it, I get that's no. It's
Say, was there a period where they were dating and didn't he get to know the kids then? Why? It sounds like he's jealous of the kids.
it don't matter if you get to know the kids 907. They know that you ain't their daddy. And it's okay if you ain't living there. Once you move in, they ain't gonna stop moving like they do. That's their house. That ain't
A
his.
lot of kids too.
Yes.
We
A
ain't
lot.
talking about one or two kids. We talking about there's more kids than there's adults. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
Like,
basketball team. That's two basketball teams with a sub. So,
a lot of personnel, but he sounds like he's kind of jealous of the kids at this point in time. And I think he thought he was gonna come in and, like you said, be the save a dad and lay the law. But some of them kids, they're grown. You can't come in and parent grown children.
exactly.
And as far as them using her money, I mean that they feel like that's her mom. So of course you're trying to get in between that. They had to get rid of you.
They the one probably told him, Mom, you got to leave him. Oh, man,
Oh my goodness, you were funny.
no, now, Seven, you hear it on the YouTube streets. Everything is bad, right? But then you go into a situation like that, spend years, give her children. Now she's pretty much at the end of her children having days. Now you see the high risk that it takes on a woman when she have a child at older age. Now she got a child with a disability. See, ain't nobody thinking about the kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got away with one, be good with that. But now, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. And she's going to need help with that special needs kid. And he's not going to be able to escape it. So.
When she had the baby, she was like 41. When you have a baby over the age of 40, disabilities, 35 is the age where they cut it off. You are considered high risk. And you had 11 kids and they all worked out fine. Like, you rolling the dice with 11, 12, 13, 14. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Angela said he had to go to the store, etc.
Just get some peace. Let me walk down and get some cigarettes. I'll be back.
He don't even smoke. He started smoking during that relationship. But what did he think? It sounded stressful. I think they have. I don't know how many kids they have together. I'm gonna have to Google it real quick. But when he met her, she probably had 8 or 9 kids.
Yes, 907. She had 9 already. He gave her 2. He know what's up. He know that. Listen, one thing about grown kids in Black families, they don't have no home etiquette, right? You got some 28, 29-year-old kids. Guess what they ain't gonna do when they come over? Knock. Call you before they come. When they there, they bang, bang, bang. Mama, open the door. And guess what she gonna do? She gonna open the door. They might even have a key. They got, listen. Oh, listen, here's the crazy part. I don't even care if I don't have a key. If I got access to the money, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I call you every time, Mom, I'm on my way. What you need? I need 600. Where you going? To the movies?
And if that's your kid, and then you mentioned it before on YouTube. I don't remember which platform we were on. You mentioned the relationship between the mother and the son. The mother will always look out for the son. They just have a different type of relationship. And these kids know that. And there's a
Huh.
gang of them. They are in control in this situation here.
I would
They're in
assume she has,
control.
I'm sorry, I would assume she has 3 children over age 18. Just throwing around in there, at least 3 over age 18. They got access to everything. They got access to everything.
And he thought when he stepped in here, he thought he was gonna change things. He thought he was that ooh.
Nah.
He soon found out the kids run to show up in here. And they ran them about the house onto YouTube and onto Tasha K's couch.
You been on Tasha K?
Yeah, he was on Tasha K. I got a clip from the video. I'll show it to you after this.
And he was
Went to
talking
Tasha
about her?
K.
And talking
Yes,
about
he went to
Keke?
Tasha. Yeah, he said Keke is sleeping with her
Yeah.
cousin.
He gonna say it on
Who
here?
is yeah, he went to Tasha K and said that. And now you know what happens when you go to Tasha K.
It's like the 3 o'clock news.
And now we're not saying that what he's saying isn't true, but I'm just saying he went about it in the messiest way. Keep in mind, they have a child together who is special needs, and they probably have more children together. When they grow up, and the grown kids are seeing this online, and if you haven't seen your kids in a while, you really ain't gonna see them. And we got another Keke up here.
Who's that?
Keke, what's up?
Keke?
Let me get a sound check.
Keke? Hey, what's up, Keke?
That's good.
Oh, light skin gang
Keke,
in the house. What's up?
Keke, let me get a sound check.
Sound check, mic check.
Okay. Sound good.
I was
Okay, Keke, we're talking
I was
about
having a little bit of trouble, so my bad for that.
okay. Keke, we're talking about Keke Wyatt's husband, tell all, and we're playing a little bit of the tell all right now. Now, Keke was on here earlier and she was waiting for this segment. Tell us what you know about Keke Wyatt. Girl, hurry up.
Look,
We gotta go.
I was trying to chew my food, okay? Look, she's trying to rush me. I'm trying to chew my food. All right, she got 11 kids. I think she slept with the baby's daddy's cousin. I don't know. There's some grimy stuff going on, so. But she did get all her baby dads for their money, though.
Sad.
She did something right.
Oh, now she did something right. Wow. Okay. Okay.
But here's the real question. Do you guys think that her performance at the funeral was genuine, or do you think that it was paid for? I feel like it was I don't know, for some reason I feel like it was kind of like it was like staged, bro. That's how I feel. But how do you guys feel about it?
I think it was genuine. Did you see it, Trey? Her singing at Angie Stone's funeral?
Say it again. Did I say a cursing? Did you say singing or cursing?
No, she was singing.
Yeah.
Funeral.
I saw a little bit of it. I would hate to think that, people in that, I guess any walk of life, people that you probably admire, because her and Angie Stone, I believe they've done some things together, you know, especially being in Atlanta and probably performed on stage together. And to think that you wouldn't do that from the kindness of your heart, it just says a lot about a person's character. So I would hope that she did it. And of course, listen, when the sisters get a chance to show off in front of the world and all the other entertainers, they're gonna do stuff a little different than they would at my funeral. You know, I'm gonna get the straight version. The stars come in, they might get the whole 45 version, the extended version of this whole song. So, you know, I would just hope that she you know, did it out of kindness of her heart. You know,
Yeah,
a death is hard to handle.
I hope that she did too, and that's, I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's a lot going on with her as far as like everything that everybody's saying, and then like everybody around her too. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
it not has to be a question mark, but there is a question mark, if that makes
Well,
sense.
the only thing I can see is that this messiness preceded her singing at the funeral. See what I'm saying? So she came into that environment with eyes looking at her sideways. Like, hey, you got it. And everybody knows she has 11 children. Everybody knows she's been married. But the fact that now you throwing in some other accusations of sleeping with a cousin, brother, a relative, or something, and you the disgruntled baby daddy, ex-husband, it just I don't know.
Real messy. Keke, I'm gonna drop you now till you come back. But Angela said it's Keke's first or second cousin who is her alleged lover. Who now? Now, is that why that baby came out with disabilities, or is it because of her age?
But
I'm
did he
sorry,
confirm it? Okay.
I went offline for a second. I can't hear what anybody said.
Oh, I said, Keke, I'm gonna drop you back down and I'll bring you back up when you get ready. But do y'all think Keke Wyatt's baby is? Well, we don't know. We can't talk about children on here.
Nope.
We want to be respectful.
Yeah,
we're not doing that.
Okay, let's get back into the video. But we ain't gonna talk about nobody's baby on here. This ain't that kind of channel. We don't talk about kids. We love kids over here. Now, this man, he feels some type of way about these kids. Let's get back into it, y'all.
Her children were her God, but Raja was her God. And so she allowed him to just do what, and so she created a monster. Plenty of times, there's a particular story. My oldest son was with Mimi, and they were in the Suburban, and he always was involved with road rage. He hated most human beings, people. He didn't like people. And the only people he liked was someone that would kiss his behind. And I was always kissing behind. I kissed all my children behind. It wasn't fake. It was love. But you get sick and tired. You know, I love my children. I look past them being spoiled and them having these monstrous characteristics. But she caused it by the way she raised them. She raised them to not have to respect anybody but her and everything like that. One particular occasion, my kids came home and told me, my oldest son, Mimi, they were probably afraid. Raja, there was a lady he was following. She didn't get out of the way quick enough. He was trying to bully her he had a big old Suburban that belonged, my wife, her Suburban. And he followed the woman home and did donuts in her yard, in her flower bed, and tore up her whole yard. And the children were worried, Mimi and Bean, anyone could have came out with a firearm and laid them down, you know, out of the house. It could have been deadly. And stuff like this happened, calling women in Kroger's in different places, the B word, the BITCH word, for 40-year-old black women, 50-year-old black women, you know, and she could have had a son in the parking lot. She could have had a son in the store or anything, and it would have been over. You're getting chased home on the freeway because he done pissed somebody off or did some type of road rage foolishness.
He is telling everything. Shout out to Dub. How you doing? He said good evening. 907 and sup and Coach Ferg. He said hi, Keke. Yeah, y'all never see Keke on the panels, but y'all see her on the mobile live. Y'all can talk to Keke. And it's funny because we talking about Keke right now on the screen too. He do not like these kids, and he's telling everything on them. Hopefully the police don't question him.
So 907, is he the last husband?
The most recent one, and I'm sorry, Kiki, you were muted, so we didn't hear you. He is the most recent husband. They divorced last year.
So why is he talking about all of these other kids that are not his kids? I mean, what I mean is he's speaking to the he's speaking like his kids are older kids and they can move at like young adults. These are babies he's talking about. And one of them's incapacitated. So what he talking about? They spoiled and they just ain't he the daddy of the kids? Can't
And Anna said the adult son, Raja, sounds like a violent character.
No.
Figure Trey, you talking about somebody else's kids. Smoke you get from doing this? Look, if you get beat up,
yeah, you get beat up.
Somebody else's kids.
Yes. And those other husbands was, I think one of them was, the first two was a little younger than him. So, you know, dudes be ready for that type of smoke. He's younger dude, like, man, get his glasses knocked off in the pool pit.
Okay, so the husband, ex-husband, Zakaria, said he had to get all out before he started to go with the ministry. Yes, Dub, these is not his kids that he's talking about like this. He only has a couple of younger kids, and I'm looking it up now. But let's see what else he got to say about these kids. But yeah, he needed to get beat up real quick. And these kids is grown. They probably gonna beat him up themselves.
Yes, there you go, right there. And there you go. He probably done already been beat up because this was a few months ago anyway. So they done ran up on
him. For real. Let me play some more of the video.
And calling his mother, saying he had to call the police. He's afraid somebody's trying to follow him home, that they're going to try to kill him because he has done something foolish. He done flicked somebody off. He done did this and that. And he's going over 100 miles an hour trying to get away from them now. So he would do stuff, but then be a coward and not be able to back it up and want somebody, put his mother and me or anybody else in jeopardy to have to defend him. And so this young man, when I turn 21, I'm gonna get a gun. And we weren't mad at each other or anything at the time, but I remember it was just a little discussion. He said, "Yeah, Zach, you too big. I would have to shoot you." You know, I grew up around Detroit, Michigan. I live in the suburbs, but every time I went out, somebody was getting killed. Individuals, 2 or 3 people getting shot to death. I've had people shot and killed standing 20 feet away from me. The bullets ran out. 15 shots from a 40 caliber handgun. I've been at the cabaret years ago where I was with friends and with the wrong crowd, and a birthday party at a cabaret in Detroit, Michigan. And the bouncers put drug dealers out and they roughed them up, throwing them out. They went back to their cars, got sawed-off shotguns and AR-15s, and came back, shooting everybody, shooting the bouncers. And because I am a big guy, I look like a bouncer. I had to go run and dive into the coat closet and tell the doorman, lock it up.
Okay, so apparently he's like they called him a gentle giant in the comments. He's really tall and he's a big dude. So the son said, "We ain't fighting. I'm gonna get a gun and pop it." You know what I'm saying? Trey's over there rolling.
This dude lying like 907. Okay, he come from Detroit. He's been in spaces where he's a big dude and I'm a big dude and I'm running and hiding in closets. That makes no sense. Detroit did have a reputation for being violent. It did. And, and he's probably been in situations like a lot of people in Chicago where they seen people get deleted. My first 6 months there, I saw 3 teenagers get deleted right in front of me. All of them were probably no more older than 16, 17, right? But it didn't affect me and how I moved around and how I went about the city and learning the city. You come from Detroit, you go to Atlanta, you already know everybody know the reputation of Keke Wyatt. Everybody know it. So for him, I don't know. He's soft as charming. He's soft as charming. And he's probably a Gen Xer too. He's probably in his 50s, 49, 50. And I don't have no sympathy for him. I don't.
I don't either, because like you said, the internet was around. They was together they was married for 5 years, got divorced last year. They do have 2 kids together, I did confirm. The internet was around when y'all met. Everybody knew this. And y'all always say here on YouTube that when you meet somebody, do a background check. If he did a background check, he would have found it. He didn't even have to do it. He could just went on the internet because she's famous. He could have found all this out in like 20 minutes.
He knew she was famous in 97. He already know. She been singing. Now, when she was singing, you was a kid. That's how long she been singing, over 20 years.
Yeah.
So he already know. He thought he came up on something, and he found out that Raja was that man over her. So he jealous of Raja.
That's what it sounded like. Keke, are you okay? You got a lot going on over there.
It's a Timu internet she got over.
Hey,
over.
Don't be talking mess. No. What happened was I was trying to turn on my other phone and it turned on and then it turned off and then I was trying to call somebody off that phone, but
yeah, you doing too much. You
my
doing
other
too
phone
much.
broke. And
You
I'm
need to be
trying
like
to
me
eat.
and Trey. We just sitting here.
And I'm trying to eat too, so it didn't work. None of it worked out.
Trey, you want to read this comment?
Oh, I wonder if Raja and other older kids are beneficiaries. Come on now, and Keke's life insurance. Come on now, you ain't, and I ain't, Angela. The kids are. The kids getting everything, and her mama. Her mama's on. I guarantee her mama's on some, and her kids on everything. So Raja probably got the full policy. He probably get everything.
Raja's a big dog. He's the son husband, okay?
You know what we need? You know what we need to look up? Because she's been
What?
married. How many times she been married?
3. I think 3.
3 or 4, whatever. We don't know.
3 or 4. Each time did she come out on the winning side?
Every time.
She
3
probably
or
has
4.
some prenups.
She got that snapper. That's what she got. These dudes fall in love quick.
I ain't gonna lie, when she was doing that, all the left in your throat.
And y'all saw Keke got a BBL recently. So, they love a big booty out here, Trey. They say
BBL?
please. They say like these BBLs. But women
I don't know why she would have got one because honestly, she didn't even look that bad, bro.
She got
I feel like
liking kids though. That's what takes body up.
She got a BB. She ain't got no BBL, do she?
She do. She got a BBL recently. I saw the video. She got the antibody. She got the
Your muscles breaking down. Why would you get a 40-pound booty? Your legs at that age, you can only hold 20.
And your legs is 15, not even 15 pounds, but they feel like what the What the fuck you walking on chicken legs?
Why you want ladies?
Well, a lot of times these older women are seeing the younger women, and that's what they're going for.
No, but
And if you
she's older. But here's the thing. This is what I learned. She's still getting with them younger dudes. They want to still be appealing to them younger dudes because them younger dudes, they coming over her with that struggle love and they coming over her with that heat. That's what it is. They coming
Hey,
over her
look,
with that heat.
they coming with that struggle of the heat, and then she trapping them with that throat.
she's singing to them in the bedroom.
Oh man, that's what get their clothes off. That's what get their clothes off. She can hit that. I can read your mind, baby. Tell me what you're thinking.
And before you know it, you're like him crying.
Crying over her. Talked about Raja. Raja did me wrong.
He can't do you wrong. Come on now.
Oh, and then
So
wait, we
sick of-
forgot one major part. Nigga, she'll fuck around and have another 12.
It's all right. Some fool will go over and catch her at the concert and be like, hey, yeah.
And Angela got the key. And Angela know about the BBL with Keke Wyatt. Angela said, yeah, when she first got the BBL, her fans were talking about it not looking right or looking right.
Dang, why do they do that to themselves?
She got a big old one too.
No, she did not. She already had a
one.
She already had a nice figure.
I thought she had like a normal size booty, bro.
No, she had a nice little figure though. Why did she do that?
And then she went and got a BBL.
Oh my god!
Casey had probably tore her body up though, Trey. You don't think 11 kids?
But 907,
9, 8, 7.
Let me tell you something like this, nigga. Stop busting it open, nigga. You know what type of coochie you got. Sit the fuck down. Close your fucking legs.
Keke, I can't believe you said that. That thing over throbbing every day on her. What you talking about? Close your legs. That's something she ain't gonna never do. That's why she got the BBL. She's gonna go younger now. She's gonna get a baby by a 25-year-old because she's gonna use those kids as a little retirement plan. She's gonna be getting child support.
She's gonna use that man as a babysitter.
Yep. You know how they be like when you get bit by a vampire and they start turning and shit. That's how she is with the kids.
What's wrong with you?
Let's get back into this video and see what else he got to say.
You beat us on some of that Alaskan ooh-wee over.
Look, but let's get back into the video, y'all. Y'all crazy.
Locking up before we get killed, because they would have killed me thinking that I was a bouncer. They were shooting all the security because of how big I was. So I'm giving all this information to tell you how serious this stuff was. So I'm a gentle giant, but I'm not no pusher. I'm like a real life Rambo. When you go to these car shows and stuff, you need about 200 rounds of ammunition and the Tommy gun or Uzi. And so I'm not going to get into what I carried or what I had or any of that, but I'm not the one. I am a man of God. But you remember the movie Rambo, he told everybody, he said he was a nice guy. He said, I didn't do anything. And at the end of the day, everybody got laid down. So I have to run away from stuff and separate myself. I got time. We don't tolerate bullies. We don't tolerate the games, and we separate ourselves from the foolishness because that's Satan's agenda, to try to get you behind bars or to get you in your grave. And so too many people have died. Too many people I've known, and yeah, I've been in circumstances, and the biggest and the baddest, and even some months ago, I told friends of mine, I said, listen, God said I'm not to be in any circumstances, environments where I have to fight or where I have to deal with a situation or violence or anything like that. God has me for full-time ministry. and you guys can't put me into anything I don't need to be. Well, my sister got punched in the mouth. She's not my biological sister. She's like a sister to me through my brother, my little brother Pierre, my former pastor's son. And so he, his wife ended up, my sister, his wife, she ended up getting punched in front of me by a member of the family, an uncle, who was supposed to be the baddest man in town, known for beating people up. And guess what? He got laid down. I had to restrain him, and he got laid down. And God don't want me in those type of situations. And I bless his name. I have to say all of this. I have to say all this. I have to get all this out because we're just keeping it real. Okay. So just because a person is nice and just because they're easygoing does not mean that they are pushovers. And that is who I am. I am not a pushover. And so I fear the Lord. I love the Lord. And I repent when I'm wrong or if I do wrong. And so anyway, I told that story to say that I have wisdom, even while I wait for wisdom. I have enough discernment to understand that you have to be careful. So anyway, going back into this, she dealt with the older son, and he's apologized, mom, and and she accepted and everything, and it was not even a slap on the wrist or whatever. I kept my mouth closed because I didn't have a voice. Well, anyway, they left the room, and they went out there. Raja sat around the corner, but before he had left out the room, he called my sister fake Maria, talking about I tried to talk to her. He tried to talk to his auntie, my older sister, and she was being fake, and so he lied on my sister. And then he said, "I don't like being around any fake people," and so which was referring to me that he didn't like being around. I'm in the room and I'm fake and everything. And so he left the room. Bean did, and his older brother did too. Well, he went out there and sat down. Bean went out. He went out over, like going over towards his place or his room or whatever. And Raja sat in the chair. Well, I came over there and started talking to Raja, and he was afraid because he had just called me fake. And he started bringing up, well, you restrained mom. I don't know if you'll restrain us, or you gonna restrain me, because he was talking crazy. And I'm in his, I'm in his face. I'm talking to him. I'm just like, Raja was, just keep it. Never threatened. Never talking about he had a dream that I restrained him and all this stuff. These kids, he would call me broke ass. I'm tired of these broke A and I, you know the word, and I double G, and to referring to his biological.
There's a lot going on here. And to think that he's doing all this telling and snitching and talking about people and has the audacity to put God in there. Like, that's crazy. Like,
907, we one of the few people in the world that can cuss you out and praise God at the same time. Black folk can cuss you out and go to the Bible in the same sentence after calling you an MF and an SOB.
And it's crazy.
A pastor.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was kind of confused about everything he was talking about because it was in circles, bro.
There you go.
Get to the point and make it one point.
They beat him up a couple of times now.
Yeah, he said you ain't running. He said you ain't running shit. You can't push us around at all, bro.
Broke. Nigga.
Little broke ass dude.
No, okay, so look, if there's a family of 6, right? He'll be the one that'll be like the 7th one in the basement, last born, didn't get shit.
What's wrong with it?
They did this man. He is gonna remember
He need,
Roger for the rest of his life.
he need therapy over the kids.
He gonna wake up every day mad at the kids. Like, and he honestly, and maybe we haven't got to it yet, but he's not even really talking about Keke.
Not at all.
He's not. He's going around everything else. That's why I'm like,
He's talking about the kids.
He traumatized. That man needs some therapy.
and honestly, this is how I feel. When it comes to any type of situation, when it comes to family, gang shit or gang stuff, and then rap stuff, rap beef, anything like that, kids and mothers need to be off limits. Take it back to the old days. You know what I'm saying? Leave that off limits.
Yes, because it could get you hurt out here.
He said,
Exactly.
I'm about your kids, and he and then not only is he talking about their kids, but he told the whole world about how they were monsters, they were
Bro, I just
committing
said
crimes.
that. Somebody right.
He
I
just
just
said
said
a
that.
lot. Like you need to get
Somebody
beat up.
riding the bike with the stereo on.
And Angela said he escaped the assignment of Cuckoo's Nest. That was Cuckoo's Nest he was living in.
He checked himself in first. That's the first mistake. You check yourself into the cuckoo's nest.
Honestly, what exactly was he even talking about? Because I feel like he went to I feel like he went to all four sides, and then he was just in the middle, and then he was just like exploding like a
It sounds like he did go to a side story about his sister and where he grew up at.
Yeah.
Now he's bringing it back to talk about the kids. But you don't talk about somebody's kids like this, man. I don't like it. And those kids are your kids' sibling. He had 2 kids with Keke. Do you think after this he's gonna see his kids?
Hey, whether he see them or not, he didn't even think about the fact that those other kids could start harassing his kids.
Exactly.
Because they if a child is bold enough to tell me that I ain't running shit up in that house and I got a baby there, just imagine what they gonna do to my baby if I ain't there.
And for the sake of my kids,
that is very true.
I wouldn't even move how he's moving. Because he, like you said, Trey, he's putting his kids in jeopardy. If they're really monsters.
Can we get his face off the screen though?
That's your kids' older brothers and sisters that you talking about like this. Now you make it
very true.
Because you came up on YouTube all over the internet talking about us, and you think you finna walk up in here and hold your baby? And one of these kids is disabled. He had to get this off his chest before he comes back.
They gotta get like 2 vans, bro. 2 vans and a small car for all the kids.
No, they need a school bus.
Got money. Keke can get a big van.
No, they need a school bus. What you talking about? They need a school bus with the lift and everything for the kid. They need a small school bus.
Oh, you dirty!
Yeah, that's true.
They do need a lift.
Say a short bus.
No, they need a lift though.
Dr. What's her name? Dr. Frizzle, or remember Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. That's what they need.
Listen, a passenger van, some of the seats going to have to be taken out for the lift, so they need an actual bus. I'm telling
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's talking all this mess while his 2 younger kids are in this house.
Mm-hmm.
If it's so terrible,
technically,
get your kids.
She's raising 13 kids because she has 11
kids.
She has 11 of her own.
It's 11 total.
But
11 total.
2 of his.
You're doing too much math. It's 11 total. She had 9 kids before they met.
saying that was a brother, right?
Hmm. You lost her. Who's the brother? See so
Who
many
was that?
kids. Now you
That
gonna
was
make
the
his kids his
husband, the
brother.
brother. Who was that?
Who him on the screen?
Kiki, listen. Kiki had the other Keke Wyatt had 9 kids before she married him.
No, 7. No, 9. I'm sorry. You're right. 9. You're right.
Yeah, y'all can't do math. Look,
No,
let me
it's
teach
9.
y'all.
It's 9. That's 9. She got me. It's
She had
9.
9
She got 11.
kids, and then they had 2 more.
Yeah,
Now
they
it's
got 11.
11.
Right.
9 plus 2 is 11, y'all.
All right.
Right. I got you. You know, I was just.
Look, I was getting confused.
No, she has
No.
11 total, but he's talking about the oldest son. See, the oldest son is an adult. That's who's giving
When
them
you
most of
talk
the
about
hell.
the firstborn kids,
Yeah.
the ones
I
that's
feel like
grown.
she should have a couple adults, bro.
Yeah, a couple of
That's what
those,
he's
but
talking
Raja,
about.
the king, Raja the king is running that shit. He getting cars and money. He can't get $15 to go get him some lunch, but he's a big guy. He's a bouncer built, running in the closet. No wonder.
Trey, you want to read this comment?
Wait, we need to pull some things. Oh, I can't see the comments. Remember I told you that?
Hold on. Trey's gonna read it.
Oh, Angela Riddick. Right. Get your kids out of there. Angela, no. She already done punked him away. He ain't going to get them kids. You can cancel that. He go over. He don't even go in the house no more. He stand out on the porch. It's over. Raja over. When he see Raja's car, he don't even want to go ring the doorbell.
They whooped him good. They ran him up out the house. But my thing is this: when people talk about their baby mama being so terrible and being on drugs or being abusive, and then their kids are still with the mother, it makes me look at them like, what? I'm gonna go get my kids.
It doesn't make any sense because at the end of the day, it's like if you really love and care about your kids, and this is a sensitive topic for us because we know how it is. You know what I'm saying? But bro, you can't sit up there and then be, I said for us.
Who's us, Angela? Who's us? You talking about you and 907?
Shut bank.
No, hold on, Angela. Keke.
How do we know about this situation?
Yeah, Keke. Only reason I said because
I was
907
getting to
looking
the
like.
point.
Okay.
I was getting to the point. I just
Okay, Keke. Come on,
okay.
Keke. Come on, we can laugh at you. Stop it.
Look, see, this is why I be going off the grid for a while. I'm just playing. No, but it's really, really tough when there's a lot of people that you see, know, or that have went through families without a dad or a mom, or that has been absent in some type of way, and then experience them be out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about that too. And I'm not saying that that's what happened with them, but
he's on the streets.
Yeah, he's in the streets. He's out in the streets. They done kicked him out a long time ago.
huh?
I said he's in the streets. They kicked him out a long time ago. I'm telling you, he can't even go in there. He hit the doorbell and he stand out on the porch till the kids come out.
Do they got do they have the Ring doorbell camera thing?
We don't know, Keke. We just making assumptions. I'm sure she got some type of security over there. Like, here come that dude. Here come that soft dude.
Look, he has been outcasted, but he's talking all this mess like those older kids are not raising his kids. Because do you really think Keke is raising all 11 kids?
No, she's on the road.
She said herself earlier that the older kids watch the younger kids.
Yeah, she's on the road. She's performing. She has to pay for her lifestyle. So
you talking all this mess about these kids. They are raising your kids and can harm
man,
kids.
gonna throw your kid in the swimming pool, push him down the steps. I'm trying to tell you.
Ooh, you mean.
Hey, come
Not
on now.
funny.
Come on now. When them little 16, 17-year-olds, come on now. Them teenagers, you know, they high strung. The kids say something, we done push that baby up through the basement.
Ooh, let me ask you guys this. Have you guys ever seen a family photo of all the kids?
I
Not with
seen
those
one
two.
today because I was looking it up.
A family
A
photo
lot
of
of
all the
kids.
kids, all of them.
Yeah, I saw one today, and all different ages. But 11 kids, you gotta be spread out. But
Yeah.
Trey is absolutely right. This guy needs to watch his back, and he needs to think about his children. You going on Tasha K, you going on YouTube, you're doing the
Don't Tasha
most.
K be talking about? She got the dating one, right? And then she be talking about how they be coming on there, and then she be asking the age, and then they be trying to hook
She
up and
got
stuff
the
like that.
messy show, like Wendy Williams, but worse, but messier.
I don't feel like Wendy Williams was like super messy. The only thing I feel like about with Wendy Williams is when it got messy is that like the people around her, and then the people that she was bringing onto the show,
But
because
Tasha K
before she
show is
wasn't.
kind of like it's like Wendy's, but it's on YouTube. It's not on TV. So with it being on YouTube, she can talk about people way more.
But
Mm-hmm.
no, that's the black girl though, right?
With the short hair,
Mm.
talking about everybody, baby mamas. It's messy, but she
Oh
has a lot going on.
oh
But we don't.
ooh, excuse my language. Sorry. She's the one that was just at the game, and she was dancing in the crowd,
No, that
No,
wasn't
that
her.
was
and her
Kendra
That wasn't
wig.
G.
her.
You
Kiki,
That was
no.
Kendra
That
G.
was yes.
All right.
Yes.
get your YouTubers mixed up. That was
He,
Kendra G.
it
But
must be sunlight or daylight over. Y'all on the daylight season over at 907?
no, it's dark
I'm
outside.
just
Keys is light
Oh,
no,
skinned.
oh, is that what it
no.
is? Is that light skin?
I'm just getting them mixed up. Sorry.
Yeah. No,
No,
I'm just
Kiki's
messing
light
with
skinned. Kiki don't be on YouTube like that. My sisters don't. They don't even know about all these people who be talking about all this
you.
drama. And I think that that's the best way to be. Once you step into the dark world of YouTube,
Yeah, yeah. You got to have tough skin over here in YouTube.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they talk about you, your grandma, your granddaddy, whole family. They talk about everybody.
Everybody. Nobody's off limits.
Okay, but let's get back to the video, see what else he got to say.
Biological father and me. When, like I said, I had two accounts, and I kept like $15,000 in the trunk of my car. Whenever they needed something, put $500 in his hand. No, thank you. Not even a thank you. Talking about he lost money of work. He never worked. He didn't have a job or anything. And he some little job he's supposed to have started. He lost $500 to make. I put it in his hand, but not even a thank you. Being his older brother, most of the time I'd have to give Raja money because he had the card. He would tell me, "Oh, I don't need that, Zach. I have the card, his mother's card, debit card." And so it was monsters, the older children in the house. Being Mimi, anytime they needed money, they knew they'd come to their daddy. I was daddy until I stood up for myself, because I was always kissing they behind, and they wasn't used to me saying anything. I couldn't tell them wash the dishes. I couldn't tell them to take out the trash. Don't tell me nothing. They didn't even like their own mother telling them anything. But she's in their house, and it's gonna be a beat down. She gonna jump on you. This woman, Keke, she put a gun on her own son, because him and his younger sister were fighting. Mimi, at 13 years old or something, Bean, the older son, went and got food. He came home. They had some words. I guess Mimi was like, "Why didn't you get me something?" Or something. And she got let me see, Bean got in her face or something like that, like shut up, leave me alone, or whatever. And he got in her face, she said, and she told him to back up, and she hauled off and punched him 5 or 6 times, knocked his glasses off and everything. And Takai, his girlfriend, was there, and she's yelling. And we run down the steps, we right up in the bedroom, and here Bean done fell on her like a dork. And I love my oldest son. A stepfather, it don't matter, you know. These I was married to family, you know. It don't matter. The kid, they just spoil. And so he falls on her like a dork. He's not used to fighting or anything like that. I'd have been you know. My brother was a world class wrestler. Okay, he was an Olympic wrestler. My nephew wrestled for Arizona State. We some bad boys. We not the we not the one. Somebody's gonna want to put them bullets in us, and it would be wise to do so.
This guy.
What are you talking about? Putting some bullets.
Can we get through this?
What is he talking about?
1
907.
minutes in.
Oh my God.
And we
Listen,
just got Keke.
907. Listen, I want to share this. I'm gonna share this picture, right?
Okay.
I think it looks like him. It looks like him with the family, and it's 9. But that little, what's his name? Raja? Raja is a little rah-rah. Yeah.
Okay, Trey, do I have to do anything for you to show us the picture?
Let me see. I can probably do it myself. Let me go in here and bring it up and get to that actual screen.
Because
so
you
I
know
can see
I'm a chef first, YouTuber second, so I don't
You
really
see
know
it?
what's going on.
You see it?
My stuff is very, very basic. Okay.
See,
I'm
now
gonna way to make it bigger.
this little picture.
Can you make that picture bigger?
Let me see if I can make it bigger. I don't know. Let me see. I'm trying more.
Yeah, that's the family photo that I seen.
Okay, let me see. Let me see. I don't know how this looks though.
Okay, we can see it just fine.
Okay, so
and I think that's the new baby up there.
no, it's only 9 of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's only
Okay,
9.
so they must have more kids.
Yeah,
Since
see.
I mean, you gotta think about it. At what point? I mean, you're gonna start
so
taking
you think it's
pictures.
Raja?
The boy, this one right here, over holding the baby with his on the cheerleader hips.
Oh Lord, no!
Yeah, that's Raja. That's the oldest one. Unless it's one older than him, but that's the oldest boy. He got the orange hair.
I can see why they have problems. They both look very sassy.
And then the other.
He said, "I done raised all these kids."
Oh, look at the other big brother. No, hold on, 907. It looks like so it's 2 big brothers. The one over to the right of her, by the girl says big sister. That's a boy.
With the dress?
Ooh, yes, that's a man, a boy, man.
Yeah, that definitely.
With the dreads?
Yes,
no,
that's a boy.
That's the oldest one.
Okay, so that's the big boy. So he matches up well with Big Daddy. Yeah. he looking him eye to eye, so I can see why he over nervous. Like, man, stop.
Those 2 are the oldest ones.
Roger done raised all these kids.
Yeah.
You think you gonna come up in here and tell me something?
Yes.
But not even that. The older brother basically raised the little brother. You know what I'm saying? The one with the dress,
these are son husbands.
Like she didn't raise all them kids by herself.
No.
They all raised each other.
Yeah, because they was in the prime of her career. These older 2, she was out there on the road a lot. And Roger looked like he looked like he take down the whole family.
Ooh, where is the grandma? Her mom are they? Damn, how many motherfucking?
You want me to stop sharing 907?
Oh yeah, cuss words, yeah. Yeah,
I'm sorry. How many?
Everybody get the family dynamic.
Yeah, but how many grandmas? How many grandmas are in this?
You talking about the fathers, mothers?
I only know about Keke
Yeah.
Wyatt. What's up, G Honda? G
What's
Honda,
up,
we're
bro?
over here talking. You can join the panel if you want to. The link is pinned to the top of the chat.
We're cutting up.
No, I
It's
want to
long
see
out
how many, because we know she has 11 kids, right? How many grandmas she has?
Are the fathers involved?
Well,
Do you
but she only had 3
see-
husbands, and all her children are by her husband. So it's only 4 grandmothers, including her mom.
But do you really think that after these men divorce Keke, she lets them be fathers?
Probably not,
This
because
Zakaria David said he hadn't seen his kids in a year.
well, there you go.
Mm.
There you go. There
You
you
know
go.
what?
So,
I feel like
she
this
really-
is how I'm starting to feel right now. I have so many questions. I feel like they're never gonna get the correct answers.
You never know.
how his YouTube journey starts. It starts with
So then
questions,
she got
and before
3
you know
different
it, you have time
grandmas.
to see.
And I'm sticking with that. Then she got 3 different grandmas. Like,
Well, she got 3 husbands, and all those, that's 3 grandmas right there. They all got mothers. That's 3, and then she got her
But
own. That's 4.
I don't think that Keke's letting these men be a part of these kids' life, let
Probably
alone the
not.
grandmas.
Probably not.
But this is all allegedly. We don't know for sure.
Yeah.
We're just speculating
we
and giving our
don't know
opinions.
nothing. We're just talking.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna play a little bit more of this video. We're gonna see how much more we can take. Cause man, he is whining. He putting the whining with all capital letters. When this man knew what it was.
He knew what it was.
He knew what it was. But he thought he was gonna change things.
He thought he was about to turn. Never mind. I'm not saying that on here.
He came over with that light-skinned love, thought he was the man. She's like, no. Roger
Thought he
is
was
the
gonna put
man.
that Mac Daddy down.
Mm-mm. She done had 9 babies come up out of
He
him.
was trying to turn it into a.
He ain't making nothing.
Angela said he can go to court if he really wants to see his children. So true.
That is
And
very true, but guess what? He's gonna get raped out of all his money. You know,
No.
she got. You know, she got more money than him.
He could possibly get those kids because she's still out on the road. And if he has a stable place, knowing that that child with special needs needs special attention, he is by default the one that could advocate for that.
That is very,
she got 11 kids. You can't let one go.
That's very, very true. But at the end of the day, you gotta think about time. You gotta think about his place, his stability, money and stuff like that. You gotta think about, is the kid gonna be safe? You gotta think about all of that. You know what I mean?
And that's why I said it, because I'm sorry.
The kid's probably gonna be safe while he's at Keke's residence. It's still so weird saying that name again. But and then we don't really know that much about the dude. You know what I'm saying? Because he's coming out with all these allegations and stuff.
But again, Keke, if he's a father and he's stable, he has a secured place, he has a steady stream of income, all of that doesn't matter about who he is as a husband. That has nothing to do with it. It's his ability to be.
That is true, but it's gonna matter to a court's eye. If they go to
no,
court,
it won't.
That's what I'm saying.
But here's where it matters. She's on the road, so she can't be there. The kids are left with other young adults, teenagers. So that's unstable environment. He's in the best position to get his children, but instead of trying to advocate for them, he's over here crying on the internet. And those things can be used against you in court.
And what he's doing right now is going to hurt him more than help him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, that is true. Because she'll pull his video up talking about, he was talking about my kids and everything. So now he's an issue.
So he need to go away from social media and go to the courthouse.
There you go.
He need to do exactly what Angela said. Because I think Trey is right. If he really tried to get these kids, he could. She has 11 kids. If you pull 2 or 1 away, let lighten the load, and she's a single parent. If he really wanted to, he could at least try to get your kids back. But do y'all think he really wants the kids back, or does he want the clout?
I don't think he does. Honestly,
He wants the clout.
I don't think he was, and I think and like you said, he wants the clout. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, there's a lot of people that are doing that just to get,
Yeah,
you know,
they looking for their viral
5 minutes or 10 minutes or anything like that. But at the end of the day, like,
yeah, they're looking for their viral moment. That's it.
Nobody plays about the kids or their parents. You know what I'm saying? Nobody plays about the kids or their parents. So it's like, go do what you gotta do. Get your kids. First of all,
get out of here.
11 times.
But once he went on Tasha K, the gloves was off. They fighting for them kids now. He stuck his own hand in his mouth or foot in his mouth.
Do you have a clip of that? Tasha K.
Tasha K? Yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this video, and then I'll pull up the Tasha K video.
All right.
You only got 22 minutes of it. He done said a lot in 22 minutes.
I take about 10 more minutes of this video. It's too much crying for me. It's giving me YouTuber vibes.
Sassy vibes.
Like
it reminds me of the men have you on YouTube crying, Trey.
You're talking about he gonna be a pastor too.
Woo! Here we go, y'all.
Horses fighting us. No, we were just keeping it real over here. Okay. But you know, and so he falls on her. And so his mother, Keke, she runs and dives and puts her hand into the diaper bag and pulls out her 9mm handgun. And she had the bullets right there. She snapped it. She put the clip in, cocked it back, and had her finger on the trigger and was holding it 3 feet away from his chest, ready to blow him away, empty it all in him. She said, "So you fighting my older daughter? You down here fighting you fighting your little sister? I'm sorry, I said that wrong."
What? Not Keke toting the gun in the diaper bag. Keke, since your name is Keke, we'll have you go first. Yeah. Is this something you would do? He telling all. He said, Keke, you going to jail. Yeah, we're gonna try, Keke. You gotta get your thoughts together.
I don't feel like I should have been on the spot with that question. And honestly, bro, you know me.
This is another Keke right here. Let me blow it up for y'all.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
She crazy too.
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I wouldn't have had, first of all, I wouldn't have, you want to be technical, I wouldn't have had it in the diaper bag. That's stupid, but what? Okay.
Why not? Perfect hiding place.
Easy access. It's not the perfect hiding place.
Yes, it is. The diaper bag. Who's going to check the baby's diaper bag if they snatch the purse?
No, it's not. I ain't got no kids, though. Did you think about that?
Oh, my God. But that's why it's the perfect hiding place. It's in the kids' bag. You would never think that.
I don't have no kids, though. So did you think about that?
No, I was hoping you did. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, that's the first. Listen.
No, I think I don't know. But honestly, to you,
Come on, Kiki. Tell us why Kiki did this.
Somebody over tickling her feet or
I
something.
don't know. I don't know. This don't make it doesn't make sense. It doesn't
She
make
crazy
sense to
for
me.
real.
She crazy, bro. I can't
Yeah.
make sense of it.
Yeah.
There's not one part that's adding up with the two, so I can't connect the dots.
Hey, what do you think of this whole situation with the gun in the diaper bag, allegedly? Because we
You
was
know,
not there.
I don't see too much
Like she was
wrong with
lying about that.
packing a gun. Some states are open carry, some states are conceal and carry, so I don't see anything wrong with that. In the baby's bag is not unusual to me because if let's just say she's out with the babies, somebody will snatch your purse before they'll snatch your baby's bag. You know, so my wife packs one. You know, she packs hers. She leave her day with her heater. And me, I have all kinds of weapons, but I normally don't carry them. You know,
So
being in the military.
any time that I moved around and carried, you know what I mean? It's either on me in one of my bags or in the car that I'm in. But as far as the baby bag, I think that was going too far because if think about this, if you go into an office to where you're trying to get assistance from and stuff like that, and they see it, you're
But
stupid.
they're not gonna say anything. They're not gonna say anything. They're gonna ask you, why do you have this gun?
Okay.
For protection.
Y'all are talking about the diaper bag, but how do you feel about her pulling a gun on her own kid, allegedly?
Do you think that really happened?
Hey,
I don't know. Well, it's all allegedly. We didn't
let's
see it.
let's assume it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's assume it did.
No, why y'all ain't talking about that part?
I
She
mean,
was probably like this. What? You gonna beat on my little
but
And Anna said Keke Wyatt was probably raised in the show enough hood.
yeah, her mama. Have y'all
Keke is
seen
about that life.
her mama's
Okay.
ghetto? Her mama ratchet. Her mama ratchet for real.
mama look like?
Her mama gangster.
What her
So
mama
she
look
just
like though?
for real. She gangster for real. You gotta check out her.
You gotta pull up a picture of her mama.
Ooh wee. Let me see if I can find one, but she's a little ratchet.
Yeah, Trey, look for that picture. I have a video of her mom, but I don't know if we're gonna get to it. Let's hear the end of this story. Why Trey's pulling up that photo. So Keke has a gun allegedly on her kid, and this dude is telling it all. This is the ex-husband's tell all. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, support the channel as well. Let's get back into this video and let's see what is gonna happen.
I had to come back on here and just tell it like it is and get all this information out. This is my story. Okay. This is what went down in Miss Keke Wyatt's house. Okay. And so it wasn't our house, it was her house. And so she was always calling me broke and all of this stuff. But her money was her money. And I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't know however much money she had. That was never none of my business. She didn't know that I had money coming in. That was none of her business. Remember, her money was none of my business. My money was none of her business. Since we're doing it that way, I'm not there for that. I'm there, and so I could drop down $700 weekly. Oh, keep that. Don't say that for dinner tonight. Tip the waitress because she'll tip the wait for you $500, $600, $350, $400. I'm not rich. Okay, but I did have money coming in, and I didn't have to work. I had money coming in monthly, weekly.
What? You tip the waitress
I'm really confused.
$300
here.
to $500. What are we
Come
talking about
on,
here?
No. If you replay and actually listen to what he's actually saying, that don't make no sense. I would drop $750
a day.
this place. What? You guys got 11 kids and you guys live in a mansion? This just debunked the whole damn story.
So that's the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm coming.
Gangsta.
I'm coming.
That's the mom right there. They light skinned, but they cray.
Mm, mm, mm,
It look like a ex-husband, ain't
But
no.
honestly, I feel like anybody that has 11 kids is kind of like, that's a lot of kids, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know back in the day, some people would have like 11, 13 kids, but that's, to me, that's a sign of craziness.
But no, but
not. I think that a lot of people do that because they want some type of financial stability without actually doing or working and providing for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they
I,
do it for the they do that with the kids, and then the
I,
kids get stuck in the middle of it, and then
I agree with you in this modern time, in this pro 1990 time, but back in the 60s and 70s when women had 7 and 10, 12 kids, it
can
was
you
about
repost the mom, please? I didn't see it.
it was about the kids. It wasn't about money because child support didn't really come into play real big until the late 70s, 80s. It was just
Right.
having children. So now I think women use children because what I found out, a woman have a child, she'll have a child, 8, 9 years down the road, she'll have another child. So now you got 18 years for the first child, then you got another 18 years for the second, and then they'll have a third 7, 8 years later. Now you got another 18 years. So you're talking about almost 40, you know what I'm saying, years, 50 years.
But you gotta think about it like this too.
I see it happen.
It can be done that way, but it can be done to where it's like back to back to back to back to back to back, where the woman's literally pregnant for almost 9.5, 10.5, 11.5 years.
Yes,
you know
because
what I'm
they want
saying?
that money. You're right.
And then they go and they put the baby daddy on child support. Oh, you be my baby daddy. They'd be on Maury like, you are not the father.
Kiki, can you see this comment?
No, I can't see any of it. When I click on the comments, it goes off the video part.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Angela said Kiki ain't using consistent if any birth control. She
Oh
not.
no, she ain't using
Heck
none of that.
no.
She ain't using none of that.
Heck no.
That's Ella.
Nope.
But I
Dang,
think
what
that
did I just
after
do to the video?
last child having disabilities and her being up there in age, and you've rolled the 11 children, she needs to stop.
Yeah.
I do.
The fact that
She
she had
stop.
a BBL after having those kids, just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. It does not make sense to me.
Scared.
A BBL.
Like they doing all them operations and babies. That's just too much.
You know what we need to look at? We need to look at how she looked with her last kid, the 11th child, right? And then before her last kid, the 11th child, and then right after, and then her BBL.
She looks good the whole time. She still looks amazing. Y'all want to watch any more of the ex-husband? Or y'all want to move on to something else?
It's up to you, 907.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we're gonna go to other videos. We don't come back
tired
in.
of his voice. I'm tired of his voice. I mean, is there any other good points that he's making in the video?
Not at all.
They pretty much just said the kid is bad. It's all their fault. He didn't do nothing. He's a victim.
Oh, I got another. 907. I got another picture with all the kids in there. Hold on. With everybody. This is everybody.
Googling.
It even has the special needs child. So here we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, I like you. You're gonna have to come on here more often.
You have to come on here. Trey been on here before. We be talking all the time. It's like old times right here.
I know. I y'all be talking about me, but I don't be on
You
here.
like me now. You might not like me next time we on together.
I don't care.
No, it ain't gonna be me.
Trey
It's
be
gonna be
talking. Trey triggering people on this YouTube.
Ooh, you know what bothers me about this picture?
What?
Her kids are adults, bro, and then they
We said that.
all race each other. She didn't raise any of them.
Okay, so remember the one that had his hip? No, Rajah's in the orange. It's the older. He's looking a little different. He growing up into his little man. And then the other one, I guess, is over holding the little brother or the little sister. Everybody's a little older.
Kids raising kids.
And you can see the little
Kids
special
raising
needs,
kids.
baby. So that's all 11 right there. That's all her and the 11 kids.
That's
Yep. Kids raising kids. They never had.
Yeah.
So you know that they're bad.
You gonna say they bad? That's wild.
No home training. You bad.
Look, I was gonna try to do a little defense. No, they bad.
Y'all just bad.
They ran that man up out that house.
Straight up through. Keep up through.
He said, I can't take it no more.
And honestly, that man, he's salty, bro. He's salty.
They beat him up. I'm positive they beat him up a couple of times.
Yeah.
And last time he said, I ain't coming back no more. But Keke needs a man, and now he is alleging that.
Look,
I'm gonna play the Tasha K video actually.
907. I got. Oh man, hold on. I got one more picture I want to show. It's old boy.
Okay, go ahead.
One more. Just one more. It's on Facebook picture. Let me show you. Hold on. This is a good one right here. Now this is a good one right here. Yeah. Oh, you see it?
Okay, yeah, I see it.
See, there go old boy right there. He over there with his hat turned backwards with his glasses on.
Oh, he's trying to be gangster. He probably had to be act tough around them kids.
And look how big Rajah. Look how big Rajah is over him. He wasn't doing nothing. He's sitting over in the corner when she wasn't there. Yeah, when Keke wasn't there, he was sitting over in the room.
Keke's next to her. I think her son's and the husband's in the middle. They treated that man like a bitch.
Yeah, it was over. It was over. He had no say so.
He may not have noticed these things, but us as women,
no, he's the one with the hat or the bald one.
The hat with the guy that's on the video that she was showing is with the one with the hat
right
turned
here.
towards the back.
Right here. Can y'all see my mouth? Right here. Okay. He's the one with the beard and the hat turned to the back.
Next to the guy in the gray.
Brown hat. Isn't that
wow?
I think that's the other son.
Who is the one right next to her?
With the bald head or the one with the hat?
The one with the hat.
I think that's Roger. Right?
No, Roger's the big guy. Roger's over here looking 6'9". He looked like he's about 3 inches taller than old boy.
With the gray jacket that's about to bust out.
Yeah, that's the oldest.
Who that is per se next to Keke, but we know it's not her husband.
It might be a son.
A wife and a husband taking a photo together.
The one next to the big son is the husband.
Yeah, that's the guy that's on the videos we was just watching.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, his son.
Yeah.
He may not have noticed this, but they were treating him like he was the hell. He
ain't noticed it. 907 like him, he ain't know. He knew that shit. He knew it. He's coming over.
But you know how people say like you get like addicted to the way people treat you when it's bad.
Listen, he thought he was gonna come over her with the come up, and she let him know that Big Raja's in charge, and he couldn't handle it.
Okay, this is the video I played earlier, but I gotta find the timestamp of when he went on Tasha K. So y'all can keep talking. I'm just gonna fast forward and try to find the marker. But yeah, he did a hotel all with Tasha K. It got real messy.
That's the
That's
funeral.
Keke on stage at the funeral, breaking it down, and y'all can
Oh,
see
hold on, man.
Keke is
Oh,
looking snatched. The rump is rumping.
I'm not saying she's saying bad. I just feel like everybody's intentions are ill, and
not
I
pure.
just can't. I can't. I don't feel
And
like
this is
they're
when she
pure.
talks about how she stabbed her first husband. Do y'all know about that
Whoa.
story?
Nope. And we're about to get into that too.
Okay, I can play a little. I can play this. We got time. We got time. Okay, we're gonna go to the Tasha K part and put the disclaimer up or the fair use. And we got a comment from a child. Let's see. And Angela said that last husband should have moved out early on when the children started running him and showing out. He never should have moved in.
He couldn't left, Angela. He couldn't leave.
Throw that ball in that cooler.
Yeah, he couldn't leave. That snapper had him under hypnosis. He was mesmerized.
He was moving like this.
He couldn't resist.
Yes.
He couldn't.
It turned him into a B-I-T-C-A.
He was probably had an apron and everything.
Look, the way Keke be singing, you can't even play with her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get
at just 18. But this marriage was like a ticking time bomb. The two had 3 children together, and by 2009, things were seriously falling apart.
So I'm with this dude. He's crap, and so I end up in a horrible situation. I was in it for 10 years, but like I tried to stay. I tried to work it out. I tried to fix what was broken, and I couldn't do it. And I had to get out of there.
There were rumors of violence, arguments, and let's just say Keke wasn't one to back down. Oh no, sis was swinging, literally. In a shocking moment that hit the tabloids, Keke stabbed Ramit in what she later claimed was self-defense during one of their heated altercations.
Because I was like, yes, I did stab the guy, but it was in self-defense.
Yes, you heard that right. Now, we don't condone violence, but let's just say this marriage was more toxic than reality TV. By 2010, Keke was done.
It was really, really hard to get out of that situation because I had already had 4 babies. Please help me now, God, please. And I just left.
On the next guy, whatever the past guy did. So, like, how did you deal with that?
Went through a whole year of just talking, hanging out, being friends. And so initially, I just wanted to help her get through this tough situation that she was in. So
divorce papers filed, and she was out. But here's where Keke's story really turns from drama to chaos. After Ramit, you'd think Keke might take a breather from love, right? Wrong. Keke said next and married Michael Jamar Ford, a former minister. Oh, the irony. The couple had a bunch of kids. Yes, we'll get to that in a second. But like all good things in Keke's life, this marriage too hit the rocks in a very public way. In 2017, when Keke was 8 months pregnant, yes, 8.
When you 8 months pregnant, your husband got the nerve to tell you that he wants a divorce. I am so done with Michael Jamar.
Michael Jamar decided to pull the plug on their relationship, and sis was not having it. Keke, being Keke, did what any self-respecting diva would do. She put him on blast during an Instagram rant, letting the world know her man was walking out on her while she was carrying their child. Can you believe that? The drama. But let's be honest, this wasn't the first or last time Keke would have some man drama. When we say Keke Wyatt has a big family, we're talking big. As of 2023, she's rocking a jaw-dropping 11 kids. Yup, you heard me right, 11. And somehow, this woman still manages to stay fabulous, slay every performance, and hit those high notes like it's nothing. I mean, seriously, how does she do it?
Love. Love most of all. And God, honey. And the help of my husband.
my stay-at-home dad. No. Maybe when we go.
This was the video I was talking about where she disrespected him and called him a stay-at-home dad. This is when they were still together, but you can tell by the way she was talking about him, it was not going to be a good situation anytime you try to step up.
I honestly think that she's a toxic person and she has toxic traits, and she probably needs to go to therapy, bro. Like seriously,
Yeah.
because that don't make no sense.
But he knew all of this coming into it. And the fourth husband gonna be a fool, the fifth husband gonna be a bigger fool, and the sixth husband gonna be the last husband. You should
And
have let them way.
I honestly think she's a narcissist because she's really like what they're
And she
not
got
talking
money.
about. There's something that happened to her in her childhood, and I feel like she's a narcissist to where it's like she's playing with them right now. And yeah, she got her kids and she loves her kids and she's gonna make sure they're taken care of. But she's gonna get everything she wants. But she's gonna dog them in.
Listen, her mama had her a good black specimen at some point, right? So now he ain't with her. So her mama's gonna utilize that light skin, bright skin to her advantage. She can sing, right? Give her that. And she looks just good enough for guys, even at her age, to still want to get with her. The problem is, once I make a decision to get with a woman like her, knowing who she is, what she comes with, and at some point when Raja come in the room and say, "Get your little ugly bald-headed ass out of my mama house," I can't then come here and be crying to y'all. See, Raja was running things 907, and he told me I had to put my shoes in the corner, and he was just taking all of no. I knew everything that he saw this. And anybody coming in sees that.
Okay, so you're saying that he saw it coming?
He knew what it was when he got in there. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He saw
Married
it coming.
somebody with 9 kids. That's crazy.
Crazy.
I think that she's toxic and so is he.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how you marry somebody with 9 kids? That's crazy. I wish somebody would come up to me with 9 kids.
When you talk about 907, you don't love the kids.
And then you be like this. You be like,
I'm like, look, we don't need all the matches.
And then look, you be like this. You be like this. Y'all look. You be like, oh, they play for.
No, Keke, stop it.
9 kids though.
Because you know you ain't gonna date a dude with over 2 kids. So he got 9.
No.
What's up? What's up, Keke? These are my 9 babies.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
No, but if I understand this situation, you know, like differently and stuff like that, and went on a good rapport, that's different than going to being married 3 times and having 11 kids. You know what I'm saying? So every situation is different. So I can't say that I will never do that, but what I will do is I will always think about the kids, actions, and everything like that before I commit to a whole situation like that.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah, I'm not dating with nobody with no 9 kids.
Hold on.
I'm good.
Keke, which situation would be better, right? You married and have 9 kids, or you a baby mama and have 9 kids, and all your kids are in your baby mama stage. You never got married, you just had 9 kids.
Keke, are you going to sleep?
That's what it looked like she over. Yeah, I'm ready to say. I'm gonna say, hold on, man. What you been smoking on? Hold on.
I'm glad you caught that, nigga. I'm going to
She
sleep.
has all people sleep on.
You better stay away from that moose out there. That moose over there got you tipsy.
Hell no. Neither situation is cool, honestly.
Okay.
Neither situation is cool because I feel like I really feel like when you start talking to somebody and you're getting to know them, you need to put everything out on Front Street. Stop lying. Stop lying about everything. Just put it out on Front Street.
That's true. Keke, I got 9 kids, but I really like you. What's up?
No.
He said put everything out there. How you gonna say put everything?
That's a lot. I wouldn't even want.
Guess where you gonna be at?
Where am I gonna be at?
You ever heard of YouTube Files?
YouTube Files? Keke, you ain't right.
We're gonna go.
9 kids.
You ain't right, Keke.
Stepfather too.
We're gonna have to go back to this video.
You ain't right,
This
Keke.
ended just how it was supposed to end. But let me play the video. We can get to the Tasha K part.
Out and and somebody's trying to run off, but then that rarely happens because I assign a little one to a big one. So you're responsible for this one. I'm like, I count heads. I have to go.
At this point, Keke could run her own mini nation. But instead, she did the next best thing. Started her own reality TV show. Honestly, who wouldn't tune in to watch this supermom wrangle that many kids while serving us diva realness on the daily? And it's not just about having a lot of kids. Keke is also incredibly open about the challenges she's faced, especially when it comes to her son who has special needs.
3 whole days straight, I've been awake. He may be nonverbal. He could say mom, but that's about it.
Her son Raja was diagnosed with leukemia, and Keke has been very vocal about how hard about what made her so angry.
I don't know if y'all.
Okay, so this is the ex-husband on Tasha K. Let me read the caption to y'all. It's messy. Keke Wyatt's ex-husband claims she's allegedly demonic and he feels she might have sold her soul. Some people have them and she does, is the quote. So, not only did he do a title on YouTube, he went to Tasha K and who knows wherever else he went to tell this story. Do you have anything you want to say? He said,
It's not even funny because it honestly kind of pisses me off because at the end of the day, bro, it's like I feel nobody needs to be talking about a kid with special needs, bro. Like that,
and that's
right
his
there
baby
is
mom.
like
That's his
that
baby
shit is
mom
not
and the
cool.
mother of his children. And he's going
That's
around
not cool.
the press tour talking about. Okay, I'm gonna play the video. So then I'll
And
replay
I
the
also don't
video.
feel like she need to be trying to make a whole. How are you trying to make a reality show with 11 kids, bro? You need to take care of them.
She needs money. Reality TV offers
That
money.
ain't our
That
problem.
is why a lot of people
Who
do
was
it.
watching her?
I know somebody is. Somebody watching her. The older people. Somebody watching her. Cause it was on WeTV.
Gosh, that
Reality
video,
TV, in
and
my
then
opinion,
you
though, is
showed the
bad.
baby. That just made me mad. Babies are innocent. They're pure love. Love them like there's nothing wrong with them. Stop treating them like they're a.
She needs money though, Kiki. You gotta think about that. And she lives her life in the public eye. But here we go.
This selling your soul, but it almost seemed like that's what happened a long time ago in the industry or something, because it's like demon possession. Oh, I'm just keeping it real. People might take this the wrong way, take it however you please. If you believe in demonic spirits, some people have them, and she does. And so
you're saying, without a doubt, that in your opinion, Keke is demonic. Allegedly sleeping with your cousin and taking him from his wife
and starting a church.
That's yeah. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
When life gives you
Okay, so Keke is allegedly sleeping with her cousin and is starting a church with him. And this husband is the one who has told this crazy story. He has a special needs kid
You
with
see
her and
my
has
eyes.
other
You
kids.
see my eyes.
And he has one other. This is Tasha K. That's her right there. This is messy it gets. Wendy Williams, but way worse. But
I've
that
seen her a few times, but I'm used to watching Kendra D and stuff. But what I'm saying is, I think that I think that this whole situation is very, very messy, and when it comes to the kids being talked about, I don't think the husband, the last husband, he knew what it
he's
was,
fat.
bro. He knew
I
what it
feel like
was.
it's wrong because that's the mother of his kids. And if she is sleeping with her cousin, she is demonic. You knew the demonic part when you got with her. How much
That's what I'm
could you
saying.
have been?
He knew what it was.
Do that. When when
He
people
knew
break
what
up,
it was. The only reason why he's talking about it is because he's not getting what he wants to get from her. That's it.
well, you know how
Simple.
men or women will break up with you and then talk so bad about you. Like you just ain't no good.
Trust
Like
me,
you
I
just ain't
know.
no good.
Yep.
In that. And so, like, he chose this woman. If she's demonic, he was there for a whole 5 years.
Where those dudes
So,
go?
he said he's taking a break. He'll be right back. Probably grab some food. But if she is demonic, at what point were you gonna leave? Why would you marry her then? Okay,
That's
Trey, I'm about to.
exactly.
Y'all believe in this?
No, you good.
That's
I'm gonna
exactly why I was saying
for
what I
you.
I
was
watched it
saying
on my
because
phone.
it doesn't even make sense to me.
She
You
shaved
get
her
all
head.
Okay,
that for what?
I'm gonna replay it. We're gonna get to the Tasha K part. It's messy, Trey. Here we go, y'all.
She looked like me.
That's about it.
Her son Raja was diagnosed with leukemia, and Keke has been very vocal about how hard about what made her so angry.
I don't know if y'all believe in this or selling your soul, but it almost seemed like that's what happened a long time ago in the industry or something, because it's like demon possession. Oh, I'm just keeping it real. People might take this the wrong way, take it however you please. If you believe in demonic spirits, some people have them, and she does. And so
you're saying, without a doubt, that in your opinion, Keke is demonic. Allegedly sleeping with your cousin and taking him from his wife
and starting a church.
That's yeah. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
when life
So, Trey, did you follow the story? So he went on Tasha K. Keke, back up.
Back up, Keke.
No, I put my phone too close. I turned it sideways. My bad.
Trey, how do you feel about everything we just heard?
Situation like this is just unfortunate, because like you said, the only ones really losing are the kids. He's being selfish, but he's being it's almost like he's doing it the punk way. Because all of the things he could have said with her. He could have sat down with her and her children prior to have those conversations. You go on Tasha K.
She
I know
probably would have shot him, bro.
she pay a little bag or something. I mean, But for him to put in those years, give her children, and then complain about it, I never understood stuff like that. I never did. You know, not every woman I wanted to talk to liked me. I wasn't gonna go around, oh, she now all of a sudden, since she don't like light skin and ugly like me, now all of a sudden she's a problem. See, I never did do that. That wasn't never me.
And I can't stand that trait. When you turn somebody down, you break up with them, you become the worst person in the world.
Yep.
Like they wasn't laying with you. I cannot stand people who do that. And there are children that are involved.
Yes, and they're gonna use the children too. They're gonna use it.
Do you guys think that's the case with the last like husband she's had?
What, you faded out. You say, think it's the case with what?
Do you think that's the case with the last 2 husbands that she's had with the kids?
I can say that. I'll say this, and I could be off by a couple of hundred. Most people in this age group, and I'll say to 20, 21, a lot of people move in this way. It ain't even about their situation. See, I think it's a little bigger than me because I work with people, kids who have been affected by this type of relationship and marriage, you know? So a lot of people move in this way. It may not be to this grand of a scale because it ain't no Keke Wyatt, but it's guys that go into relationships with women with a couple of kids and the kids turn out being, as he would call them, because there was no relationship with the children. And one thing about children, by default, they want their own daddy. They don't want an ugly dude like me come in with some rules and talk about don't eat no cereal at 2 in.the morning, you know, with some discipline. And then you can't do that with that. Outside your own kids, it's hard to do, especially if they got a pistol. No, especially if they know they got a pistol-toting mama. If you got a pistol-toting mama, you ain't afraid of nothing. So,
I don't know if
she had the gun in the baby bag. That's how bad it
really think she
is.
had that gun, bro? I don't.
Hey, listen, whether she had it or not, it's a bright idea. So single mamas, you got children and you're going to be out late at night and you know them little cousins of yours be around there robbing and stealing, pack your weapon in your baby's bag. Just be ready to use it. I believe in protection, but, you know, it is what it is.
Okay, so
Little Keke is unhinged.
Yeah, she unhinged. She had a bald head like me.
Let me ask you guys this. Where do you guys think that this is going to lead her as far as like, well, she already divorced.
She finna get another husband. Oh, these people out here are thirsty.
Yeah, she gonna get another husband because she got that BBL. That's what that BBL gonna do. Some little simp dude like him gonna get in there and she gonna put that snap on him and let him know he can come over.
I don't understand why she got a BBL. She already had a big booty and big titties.
She had a nice. That's what I don't understand. Don't do that, ladies.
That don't matter. People will still get BBLs, even if they have a big booty.
Yeah, that's low.
So
that's called
fit in.
That's called low self-esteem. That's all. That's all it's called.
Yeah.
It's low self-esteem in action.
Now they call it mommy makeovers.
Yeah, that is low self-esteem in action. That's an adjective. It's an adverb. It's in action, meaning I don't love myself. I hate myself so much that I'm gonna let a foreign object go into my body. It makes no sense to me. And those BBLs are 20, 25,000. What about the kids? Couldn't that go to the kids' college fund? Little nugget? Oh no, shit, it makes no sense.
Have you seen the ones that? Have you seen the ones that even went bad, like where their booties be like don't have no more meat on it? And
Keke, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to touch it. And it's unfortunate. I'm telling you, I don't want to see it. I don't want to listen.
No, they be having pictures on YouTube.
I know.
No, YouTube. They be having pictures on Facebook.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. Stop trying to cut me off, man.
I'm cutting you off.
I thought you was done talking.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. No, don't be kidding. Don't be kidding. Stand your ground. Shoot. You can't scare me. Come on.
Keke.
What did you say, TT?
You like the other Keke. She ain't backing down.
We need to get off of Keke Wyatt because Keke over acting like Keke Wyatt right now.
I will get off this whole channel. Don't do that.
Keke, how come can't nobody, hold up, Keke, how come can't nobody laugh at you, but you laugh at us? Talk to me. You better be able to take it if you can give it.
You guys are funny.
No.
Yeah, you gonna have to get some thick skin to be on YouTube. They talk about everything.
Yeah, I be laughing, but look, here's the problem. Here's the problem.
What's the problem?
When I be laughing and then I say something bad, it's like, oh my gosh, why are you so mean? And it's funny to me.
Who called you mean?
Keke, that didn't happen here. But I got some more videos. This is a little bit more about the kid. And we got some a little bit more about the backstory about the marriage. So here we go, y'all.
Keke Wyatt, her attitude is why she's where she's at. If she didn't have that funky attitude and wasn't having all them kids back to back, she would be completely, she'd be in a different area, okay?
Nobody cares about attitude. She doesn't know how to write songs. She didn't know how to write hits.
No, I'm telling you, whenever I've seen like things, they say her attitude is kind of what gets her like pushed out a lot.
I'm telling you right now how the industry works. All that shit right there is just for the fans to have something to talk about. But realistically, how this shit works, hits turn water into wine. People don't care about the attitude or about that people ever hit. I'm just being mad honest with you. There's some people in the industry that we are all like, oh my God, I despise this. I can't stand this lady. There's certain people that we used to actually call them divas back in the day. These were people that were terrible people.
Yeah, that's what they would say about her.
But they had hits. Mariah and all them people, all them Aretha Franklin people that we fans, right. So we probably think, oh, they're sweet people. No, hell no. These are people that were Shaka Khan. These people, they were wilding people up, you were. But they had songs, they had great songs. A lot of people that are really, really talented, but they just ain't had a hit. So they just end up being like, you know what I'm saying? The town ends up loving them, the fan favorites of the time. Nobody care about that shit. Right ahead.
I agree with him. If they like Mariah Carey, diva, but she got them hits though.
She
so we accept her. You know?
Oh, she got the same kind of blood as Keke. This is why I can say this is why I admire Keke in a sense, even though, because I try to keep everything compartmentalized when I'm looking at what's there, right? So I'm like, I don't dislike her. I think she's a talented artist. I do not dislike her, and I don't even. And the fact, this is why I say she trumps most, right? She has 11 children. Right? All of them were while she was married. Think about that feat, though. Even though she may be psycho to people, like she's probably having a conversation. We say something slick, she'd probably be ready. What you mean she ain't go back down?
That is fact.
Yeah.
Because somebody else would have had 8 different baby daddies or 11 different baby daddies and 11 kids. So that's fact. Or something like that. That's fact.
But even with some of the artists, going back to the old school artists, some of them were married, divorced, had children. Diana Ross was a diva. She had children. She got married to the executives, the white executives. They gave her Terry Ellis, the daughter she got. But still, at least, you can tell the ones that had a little class about themselves because they had their children during their marriage. Nick Cannon had babies while married. Now he got baby mamas too. So, even though he's a man, but I don't see nothing wrong with her doing that. But all this other stuff, she's always been a sideshow off stage. Always. But the fact she has children, they seem to be okay. To have a child with a special needs is, to me, is better than to have a dumbass kid in school failing classes, ain't doing shit, trying to rob and steal, selling drugs. That's a better, I'd rather have that because I know the child is not intentionally trying to hurt itself. It's something that was given to me by God. But to have a little nug out here running around, you know what I'm saying? Knowing your son or daughter ain't productive to society. That right there, I go against that all day of the week.
Yeah,
I do agree with you. She did have these kids in a marriage, which makes it a little bit different.
Yeah.
This is her a snippet from her TV show, and it's gonna show the husband, the ex-husband that was doing the tell-all. At this point in time, they were still in love. So
No, she ain't not with that
Let's get
face.
into it.
She ain't in love with that face the way she looking at her now.
I respect.
Look.
Shut up.
Hold up, that was him.
Yeah, he told
Hold
her.
on. That was the other dude. That was the dude that's been over here crying.
Yeah, that was a crybaby dude.
Ah, man, he look at the way he was talking to her. Women, anybody get tired of that shit?
Yeah.
No,
Okay, let me play. Y'all into it now. Y'all done got close.
I had to get
That's
close
fine,
because
but
I
don't
couldn't
tell
see
me
the
to
video.
shut up again.
I'm tired of this because y'all love each other and be with each other too long, and you love this man right here, your husband, your brother, and it's just the devil. Trouble gonna follow you anyway you go out this house because Satan knows the bond that y'all have.
Wow.
Thank you, brother. Then this that part that's pissing me off.
Attention.
Wow.
Here she goes. Attention, children.
So he was telling her to shut up because she was having issues with her road manager, and he was like, "Hey, this is who you need in your corner." A lot, like the woman said in the first video, that a lot of people feel like her attitude is why she is not further in her career. Some people feel like it was the kids, but can y'all
It
believe
was the
people from
kids.
telling her to shut up to crying on the internet?
I can believe it. I can believe it. But
I don't even
I
know what
thought
to
he
say
was
at
saying
this
something
point.
about her and the guy that was sitting at the table, like they was doing too much.
Yeah, who's the guy? Who's the guy at the table? That's what I'm saying.
The guy at
Like,
the table was her road manager,
But she was saying
and he
something.
was telling her to shut up and like
Right.
the
listen.
guy on the table.
But he was saying something about the road manager. They was made for each other, something like that. That's what I
That's what
thought.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Can you replay it
Let
one
me
more
go
time?
back so y'all can see
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back because y'all confused.
She crying. Cause she crying right
Is she
there.
crying?
Yeah, go back right
Okay.
there. That's her house. Look at that big old pretty house in the ATL. Big pretty house. He moved
Fine,
in
but
there.
don't tell me to shut up again.
I'm tired of this because y'all love each other and be with each other too long, and you love this man right here, your husband, your brother, and it's just the devil. Trouble gonna follow you anyway you go out this house because Satan knows the bond that y'all have. Thank you, brother. Then this that part that's pissing me off.
Attention.
And it looks like he went down and hugged her, but he was telling her, like, hey, stop arguing, shut up, and just listen because y'all have a good bond here and a good thing going. He said husband. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I heard a work husband, but I don't know
Yeah.
what a husband is.
Yeah. You know what I just thought about what
Nah,
made
that really, you know what that is? You're really in love with your manager and stuff like that, but you're doing everything else. And that's not, and everybody else that you've been with is not who you want to be with.
But here's the problem I got with him. I just looked at when you replayed it, I saw it a little different. He's up on the steps arguing with his wife in front of another man. First mistake. He tells her to shut up. Second mistake. Instead of whatever business he had with his wife, he should have just said, look, bro, I'm going to go talk to my wife, baby. Come on upstairs. He'd had to go. The manager would have been talking about that tomorrow. The fact that he did that, and little brother was just sitting there like, right. Then all of a sudden, she starts crying
Because
in front of him.
and the crazy part about it is that Keke is always giving the one that's downstairs the upper hand. So he feels that he already been feeling like a bitch ever since they even fucking got married.
But that's his
Keke,
fault
what you talking
because
about?
What? My bad. I didn't mean to say all that.
I get what
I
Trey
got
was
one
saying
wrong.
though. Trey was saying that he should have put her to the side
No,
and shouldn't have
he
even been arguing in front of another man.
He should have did that, but this is just a clip that we're seeing. She's probably been doing that with that manager and stuff like that in front of the husband super times. So he feels like a B word.
but here's the problem. Let's just say, okay, me and 907 are married. I'm married, right? she's in the entertainment business. She has a manager, right? Especially if it's a male. If it's my wife, then I'm gonna understand everything that's going on as far as the business part. Where she's going, what hotel. I'm gonna know all of that because I'm nosy like that. It's my wife. You ain't gonna just freelance my baby. Even if it was my girlfriend and she has some potential to be a wife, I would treat her like no. But the fact that I don't know what he was saying about her husband or whatever he called, so he might have seen something a little different, you know, because this ain't the same dude he's a legend that they gonna start the church together with, right?
No, it's not.
Okay,
That's Andre.
So he's been a manager for a while.
This is the husband.
No, it's just the manager and the husband.
Let Trey finish.
So they probably been the manager and client for a while, right? So I'm assuming let's just give it a few years, right? So I don't know what was going on. It looked like it was some business that needed to take place, and instead of him talking to her about it later in the room while boy wait to get a better understanding on how they can navigate, Keke's strong-minded, so she's speaking her mind. But he's speaking her mind in front of the manager to the husband. And now the husband has to flex. That's where he went wrong. He should have said, man, bring your ass here. I'd have got up on the steps and pointed like, bring your ass here. That's me. And I took in the room and had it out. But now she start crying. You got your wife crying in front of another man. That's weird to me. Then you come down, after you say all that slick shit, then you come down there hugging her. Now the next thing you know, she over girl get on the microphone. So it's a lot of twisted mind games going on. But you can't belittle a woman. That'll kill her spirit. So
okay, Trey, I think you're right, and I'm glad that you're here because you are married. So you do bring a different perspective to
because we're
the
not
whole
married at all.
saga situation. This is Keke interacting with her kids. And the reason I pulled this video up is because the ex-husband made a lot of allegations in that video about the kids. I think it's only fair that we at least see Keke's parenting skills, we hear from the kids, and see what they gotta say. And he definitely needs to get a beat down for everything he said about the kids. Here we go, y'all.
Children in the basement, children upstairs.
I mean, whenever my mom has a family meeting with one of them little megaphone things or a microphone, it's just very aggravating because it's like, I can hear you. I don't need a microphone. I promise you I can hear you.
But anywho, so we got rudely interrupted.
I mean all the way.
I don't see what's the purpose for it. I just feel like just send a group text and we all just get the message. But I guess it's traditional, you know? So, like it's really dumb.
Famous R&B singer Keke Wyatt is shaking.
Okay, so when she wants to have a meeting, she gets like a blowhorn and yells.
So karaoke machine, that's all.
Seem like she is gonna yell. And that girl said, Texas. Girl, if you don't stop acting bougie,
her daughter.
Send you a text message to come here.
But that's her daughter though.
You know what?
That's new stance, new
you know
style.
what? You know what I want to say? She got too many of them to take care of, and all of them need to get ass whooped. Simple.
What was the last part? All of them didn't get what?
No, she said they need to get whooped. Y'all watch the cuss words.
Oh, she said,
okay,
okay.
She said they need to get whooped. And I feel like they do need to get whooped. I want this video to get monetized. This was from last year. This is
I'm
more
trying.
about
I'm sorry, guys. I am very, very trying.
You're fine.
I am trying. No,
we're gonna break you in. Don't worry, baby.
Keke, you good. Take a deep breath. You good.
It's okay.
That just made me mad though. I'm like, what?
Oh my God, Keke.
Okay, so Keke Wyatt shares concerns that her 1-year-old son. Hold on, Keke. That her 1-year-old son may be nonverbal. It wonders if he will walk. I am worried about my baby. This was last year, so the kid's probably about 2 now. But this girl, She's gonna break it down. What's going on with the kid?
Okay.
She is a
This is
mother
what you
of
type
11
in.
children.
What'd you say, Kiki? Are you talking to me?
I was. Go ahead, play it.
Okay.
Her youngest child, her 11th child, was born with a rare genetic condition called trisomy 18. They're saying it's 18, they're saying it's 13. I'll explain that later. Well, she just came on live and explained she is worried, even though it's clear her baby is nonverbal, probably won't be able to walk or talk. There's a lot to the story. Let's talk about it. This is Keke Wyatt and all of her kids. She is 41 years old, and on March 10th, she'll actually be 42. So this is no spring chicken. There's nothing wrong with being an older mother, but it does come with some risk in pregnancy, and everybody knows that. Now, as someone that has birthed 10 kids that were healthy, that's a heck of a feat, okay? So she'd been pregnant for a lot of years. She knew that when this young boy was born, not only beforehand did she know that he was going to have issues, she knew that when he was not speaking well at 2 years old, from what she had seen before, it was not developmentally sound. But people are chewing her up in the comments from what she said in her video. In her video, where she came out with the little boy, she spoke about people following her journey. And this is what one of the commenters had to say. Because I did not follow Keke Wyatt's birthing journey this time, so I wanted to quote someone that allegedly had. So this young lady right here, I'm going to quote her later, it says, she announced that she was pregnant, that he had trisomy 18. This video is so weird. Their life expectancy is not usually past. As someone that did not follow Keke Wyatt's birthing experience, I wanted to quote someone that allegedly had. So we've got Kenny the Live though, Can I Live though? Okay, hello. Can I Live though said she announced she was pregnant, that he had trisomy 18. This video is so weird. Their life expectancy is usually not past 1 year old, so it's a blessing that he's even alive and is as functional as he is. Most babies with this diagnosis are in a vegetative state. I think dwelling on the fact that he's able or won't be able to do versus what he is capable of, given his prognosis, is weird. She discussed this during her pregnancy and took ownership of what the diagnosis would mean for her baby. This seems like a sympathy grab to me, and I hate it because it's truly a blessing that this baby is functional as he is and is revel in that. Some parents are dealing with this that don't have that experience.
Hold on.
Now, I read that not in the sense.
I agree with her. When you are pregnant and you are in your 40s and you get they tell you in the womb that this is what this kid's gonna have, it's up to you about what you want to do. What are your thoughts, Trey?
I mean, I'm gonna take her out away. Well, I'm not even gonna talk about her in this sense. I'm just gonna use her example. You know, and that's with we talked about that earlier, you know, when women get older, over 35, and they start having children, they're susceptible to a lot of our bad lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that things that we may have done while we were younger, it could catch up with us in the child as we get older. That's why you see some of these issues. And the fact that she understood what was going on before she had the baby, I would be anxious to see what lifestyle changes she made. You know what I'm saying? What type of health changes that she made, eating right, exercise, things that could at least, you put into work, right? And then I can see having the guy, he over stressing her out, got her crying, all types of mess, the other kids taking her money, she's still. So I can see how those things could alter, especially, you know, your 40s, you know, when you get close to 49 or 7, your life, your mind gonna change. You're gonna be telling these folks, shut up on YouTube when you get to 40, watch what I tell you. You be like, and it takes on that different mindset. So it's a lot of chemical change. And her other children were born pretty healthy. So that means, you know what I'm saying? So can't say too much bad about that. But this last child, unfortunately, a lot of those same chemical balances that were there before may not be there now. And I say this, even with what's going on, she can still get ahead of it. She has to take that baby swimming, drop him in the pool. She has to get him the services that's needed, because white people will get their kid the service. They ain't gonna play. They ain't gonna say, oh, my baby handicapped or my baby this. They're gonna do whatever they gotta do. They are not going to complain. And if she doesn't do that, everything about what she's trying to do going forward will suffer. If she focus on her child, at least give it a year or just focus on the child, give the child the resources that the child needs, because the child is almost 2. Children learn everything between 0 and 3. And if she don't get that child the resources before this next year, the child is going to have long-term damage. And her career will suffer because she needs money and resources to take care of a special needs child. And that's hard. So get your baby some help. You get the help, learn about it, practice a little different. And
definitely for sure. It's not saying whether it's a genetic thing or anything like that, but it's saying like you can be carriers of the trait, or and then the baby will end up messed up. So there's 3 different ones. So
okay, we're gonna get back into the video. I want to see what else they got to say about this situation.
I just wanted to talk to somebody that has seen the videos before.
And hey, lady, how are you doing? How are you doing? She said, "Am I sleepy?" No, I'm with the Foodiegang, gang. Me and Trey will be up here all night talking these YouTubers down. Trey would get off here and go to another channel, then another channel, then another channel, and sleep all day. If he can do that.
I'll put the family to sleep early. My house go to bed early around here, so might as well run around the YouTube streets trying to get them in order.
Yeah, trying to help these young folks so they don't gotta be like Zakaria David up on YouTube crying, on Tasha K crying, taking no accountability, wondering why their life is how it is.
Oh man, y'all talked about that.
Accountability.
What happened with her? What happened with her? What happened with her?
No, we're talking about the husband, the ex-husband with the tell-all. We're talking about how he needs to take accountability for his actions and stop acting like a victim when he went up in there with 9 kids.
That's what he did.
So let's get back into this video now.
Confirming on that post that she knew what she was walking into, and when I looked up the chromosome disease, yes, they know before. When you're having a baby, you took a chromosomal test, and they tell you. I'm going to explain in a minute exactly what the baby was diagnosed with, but let me tell you the last time I saw Keke Wyatt. Recently, Keke Wyatt spoke about opening up a church. She's opening up a church, not as the head of music, as the literal head pastor. So it's kind of, it looks bad, and I had to report on that, but let me explain to y'all what trisomy 13 and trisomy 18 is. They are saying what Keke Wyatt's baby has is Patel syndrome. Now, Patel syndrome is trisomy 13, and it is under a long list of chromosomal diseases. Now, when you are born, you have 23 chromosomes, 23 chromosome pairs. You really have 46 chromosomes in every single regulated, technically, I don't want to be ableist, human body. Now, when you are born with a Patel syndrome or a chromosomal disease, you have too many. Now, trigger warning, in these photos of Patel syndrome, babies are...
Yeah, I'm going to skip past this part.
Hold on real quick.
Yeah, no, wait.
In the chromosomes real quick, right? See, that's
listen.
Y'all want to see it? Y'all want me to skip it?
She said 13 and 21, right?
For what?
I think it's 23 that we're supposed to have.
What? No,
she said she had trisomy 13 and
she had 13. The 13. You're
13
right.
And then so replay that part so I can hear it correctly.
Okay, so y'all want to see this part, but y'all didn't want to see the husband crying.
He's been crying for the last 40 minutes. He's been crying like.
Okay, I'm not playing for y'all. I'm playing for y'all.
But really, before you play it with the X and Y.
I'll be cooking and I'll be talking about drama because I never know what y'all gonna like. I'll be prepping. I never know what y'all gonna like. Okay, Foodiegang, here we
You have
go.
too many chromosomes that blocks your airways. So these babies catch really bad lung diseases and don't live long, like pneumonia, bronchitis, and stuff.
Can you go back a little bit
Patel
further?
syndrome.
Go back like a
Patel
minute.
syndrome.
Keep going. Right there.
Oh, y'all want to hear
trisomy
everything.
13, and it is under a long list
No,
of
go back a
chromosomal
little bit more.
diseases.
No, she said
Now, when you were
trisomy
born,
13.
You have
Right here. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, that's a good one right there. Right there. That's
right
perfect
here.
right there. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
trisomy 13, and it is under a long list of chromosomal diseases. Now, when you were born, you have 23 chromosomes.
Yep.
23 chromosome
Stop it.
pairs.
Stop it. Stop
You
it,
really have
907.
46 chromosomes.
Stop it.
Okay,
Okay. Hold
it
on.
just knows
Hold on.
how yours.
Listen.
No.
Listen. Reason why I said stop
We
it.
over,
because-
we're over
hold
here
on.
doing some investigating.
Hold on. Yeah. So the reason why I said stop it for the people in the chat, right? Because this is a biology information. This is biology, right? So what by this right here chart, is this a girl or a boy?
I thought it was a boy.
How can you tell?
One of the chromosomes determines gender. I don't
But
know
which
which
one?
one.
Which one?
Look, Trey, you ain't gonna make me look
No,
bad.
listen, if you look at this chart, it's very simple. Listen, it's very simple, right? We have the same numbers until you get to the X. See the X?
Oh yeah, the X and the Y.
Yes, that's it. Simple.
Yeah, the X chromosome and the Y. Yeah, Trey, you're right. I remember that. Okay, can I play it? Does anybody else have any questions up to this point?
I got hella questions. I'm just fine.
We ain't got time. Type in the chat. I'm just playing.
Patel syndrome.
Okay.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, let's go.
In every single regulated, technically, I don't want to be ableist, human body. Now, when you are born with a Patel syndrome or a chromosomal disease, you have too many. Now, trigger warning, in these photos of Patel syndrome, babies are very deformed. There are cleft lips. They're missing and added fingers and toes. There are some completely dismantled faces. A lot of these babies that may have trisomy 18, they deal with a lot of lung issues because their lungs are not developed right when you have too many chromosomes. That blocks your airways. So these babies catch really bad lung diseases and don't live long, like pneumonia and bronchitis and stuff. You see that right there? You see, they may have that extra 3 chromosomes in a set of 2. Now, like I said, you know this before you have the baby. And as Keke Wyatt, as somebody with that many children, there is the argument. People say they would have terminated the pregnancy, but God does all things. There are some people in the comments saying that my son was nonverbal until he was 2. He's 13 and he won't shut up. But in these cases like this, you know, I leave this alone because I'm not a mother yet. I have not experienced that. I know people that have terminated their pregnancy because of that. I don't think that's a bad idea. I know some people that have kept their pregnancies knowing that they're going to bring a full-blown vegetated baby into this world, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Now, Keke Wyatt has said in the past that she keeps getting pregnant because she's addicted. And when I tried to look up an actual addiction to a disease of people that are addicted to getting pregnant, I couldn't find anything. It was not like a legit word for that. If y'all know one or heard of some kind of diagnosis, let me know. But she said, I remember in the interview, she said,
I know somebody who likes being pregnant and is addicted to being pregnant. Okay, she's breaking down. Lady DeVoe asked a question. She's breaking down why he's disabled and proof it was incest. Okay, we don't know if it was incest. We don't know if the cousin has something to do with it. But she's breaking down his type of disability.
Yes, his types. Now that can be a good research question on how do people contract those particular diseases, because those numbers.
If they're related and stuff like that, and
Keke,
they have.
let Trey go. Hold on, Keke.
Okay.
Let Trey
My
go.
bad. Go ahead.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I forgot what I was going to say, but you know, when you get those diseases, there's different numbers affect different parts of the body, right? So my thing is, how many numbers total is it? 18? Did she say, or is it more numbers? in that tracker. What's it called? A tracker? Because she named a few of them. She named 13, 18, and something else. And they all affect something specific. So what I'm saying
I
is,
don't remember.
yeah,
Trey.
those numbers.
It's triggering me.
Yeah, those numbers are like 13 affected his like nonverbals and things like
They
that. Some of
have
his motor skills.
trisomy 21, trisomy 18, trisomy 13, and
Okay.
there's a few other numbers that I didn't know about.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So
But
they all affect different parts of the body. So the fact that she knew that this baby was like this, then you heard her give an example of the other lady who had a child very similar, right? And I'm sure that lady got her child involved in the resources because hospitals have those resources that they will offer you. And you know, and she already, and young lady spoke about how a lot of young women do children. What she say? I thought it would be okay to just abort the baby, just get rid of it. And that's what they do a lot. We lead in the country in abortion in our community. So it's a very thin line. You know, she was married. She chose to have the child. But this is going to put her in a position to where she's going to have to be a mother now. Her career is going to have to be
sad that
secondary.
she has to be a mother now after 11 kids.
Yeah, and see, that's when the reality is going to hit her. See, the reality is going to hit her, but because you see her holding the baby with a shaved head. So the birth, to me, just get the resources for the baby, and like she said, the baby won't shut up. The baby can snap out of it if you dedicate that time to get. But it's going to need it before age 3. After age 3, she's going to have a hard fight on her hands because the baby just go pretty much lay around and expect everybody to. And it's gonna still grow like a big ass.
I'm not really sure if the baby just gonna lay around.
It's gonna be a 5 foot tall baby.
You wrong for that, bro.
But it's true though. That's biology. That's true.
Let me play the rest of the video, y'all. You crazy, Trey.
That's biology. That's true. It's gonna be a big old 6 foot tall.
Addicted to feeling pregnant. She feels empty when she doesn't feel that feeling of a baby inside her. She's addicted to that connection, and that is a different hormone level. It definitely could feel intoxicating inside of your body. Keke Wyatt, I'm praying for you. I think that this would be the thing to actually slow her down having children. She's 41 years old. She's got 11. You know, children are a blessing. There ain't nothing wrong with having a church of children, but I think now enough is enough.
All right, time for tea. Okay, y'all. Now, Trey, you would say it's gonna be a big kid, big baby that ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Yeah, because if she don't get the resources, it's gonna be a mute. It won't be able to talk. You see how the baby was just sitting there, not using his motor skills. You have to move a baby around.
Man, she just had that baby because it has trisomy 13, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's the baby that we're talking about. That's the most recent
They
baby.
said
It has to be like 2 or 3.
I'm reading. I'm over here doing my stuff. They said the life expectancy is no longer than a year.
So the baby's exceeded that. Yeah,
it's already doing well.
Yeah,
but
so
the baby don't. Who knows? Who knows, bro?
The baby is a gift of God. It's up to her. It's up to her right now to just mother the child. That's the big part. Mother the child. Let this child grow up to be strong. It's just a few little delays that if the baby gets the right nurturing, all of those delays will catch up and probably exceed those other children. It can happen, but
take into consideration that the father, Zachariah David, is on YouTube and Tasha K calling the mother demonic, saying that she's sleeping with the cousin. So just judging by the situation, it does not seem like the focus from both parents is where it needs to be. And that is sad.
Yes, I agree 100%.
That's why I say it's a very, very messy situation. It makes me wonder, like, did she really do something? This, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, the main priority at this point in their come buckle a fuck.
Lady said, "Can you tell if it was incest if you tried to hide it?"
Yes, you can because yes, you can. A
That's what she was
DNA
talking
test
about.
would be able to tell. Yeah.
Yes, it would.
Yep.
A DNA test.
But also, it could. Who knows who the? I hope it's not her cousin. That's weird. But she also is. She was in her 40s when she did have that baby. Your 35 is like the cutoff age that they recommend. After that, everyone is high risk. That's why you see a lot of people. Keke, are you going to sleep on us? We're about to end the show. Just hold on for a little bit longer, baby.
I'm listening. Keep talking. You just talking too slow.
Oh my God, Keke, stop it. Stop it. That's you over there. Stop it.
Yeah, you the one talking slow.
Stop.
She got some 10-minute points.
You trying to be on your phone, then we get off your phone, you trick it. What's that? You thought trauma 14 kick in. I treat you like a
me. Don't judge me.
Okay. Trey, you want to read that comment?
Ooh, you have to, what was it, Angela Riddigan? You have to start special needs education. Yep. Services as early as possible for the best outcome. That is true. I agree with you 1,000%. I would recommend the first 90 days, get that baby in there and let them do their thing. Because one thing I know white folk go do, they go try to nurse that baby back to health. They want to get their A in their doctor class. Y'all black folk, y'all mistreat y'all little slow ass kids. We know it. They mistreat the kids, man. Don't let them not like you and you borrow some money from them and ain't pay them back, but you want to babysit your kids. Your baby come home with all kinds of sores and scars. Like, what happened? No, but no, but I just hope, you know, she's on YouTube, you know, I can tell by the way she held that baby in her arms that it was a frantic state. But, and I don't even put it all on her because in this situation with her husband, it's his child too. So he could change the dynamic of that child's life. He's a man. He can give that baby the love it needs. Because obviously she ain't going to be able to handle it. And if she doesn't get the resources.
Does he seem like he's focused?
He ain't trying to get
any of that?
He's trying to get his little
checks.
So he can get all the little men's that's over and be having them in the back talking about y'all means.
And that's another thing that needs to be talked about. It's like when you guys are when you men are having kids, it don't matter if you with a girl or not or anything like that. Yeah, you can't stand her or anything like that. But be there for the kid, bro.
So Keke, guess why we're gonna find you a husband. Y'all gonna have some beautiful babies together. you don't want no babies?
Keke be done put out the strap on him.
Keke, you don't want no babies. You don't want no baby with that nose like you. You don't want no baby like that.
Blocker.
You don't want no baby look like you. Shoot, that's a 907 baby look just like her.
I know.
You don't have that many babies in our family, y'all. You know something crazy? Them out.
All of them look like me. And that's because they all hate.
Oh, they all look like you. They all look like you, huh? Thank God for that.
Do.
Thank God for that.
Am I lying, PP?
No, 907 ain't got nothing to do with it. You said it. I'm just asking you. So you the auntie? You the big auntie or the little auntie? Look at her, she thinking about 907. I know she trouble. I know your little sister trouble. I know she trouble.
You know what? I'm actually the youngest one.
Oh, you the baby?
Yeah, I'm the baby. Kiki's in the middle, and Toya's the oldest
Keke,
the one that made the cupcakes.
Keke, we middle children together. No wonder we light skinned together. I'm a middle child too.
Yeah, Kiki's the middle child. Keke was the baddest one, hands down.
She was. She seemed like she was bad.
What the heck did I didn't even do anything.
Keke, you all right? You all right? I'm gonna if I ever see you, I'm gonna make sure ain't nobody mess with you. I'm gonna be like, you can't make mess with her. No, I'm glad you came up. What's up, Cheapo?
Cheapo, Uncle was over here for dinner last night. Girl, we missed you.
Yeah, Cheapo,
Unc
you
was
like
over
a
here for dinner.
chaos.
He was telling y'all how black people got to Alaska.
So I can't see the
Yeah,
chat
Cheapo
thing
like
on
JP's
here.
madness.
I have to
She like that
go
madness.
way up. I'm not
Oh,
even
you know
gonna do it
what?
now.
She
She a
love that.
single mom, he a single father.
Oh
Once
crap.
y'all get together and raise them kids.
Ooh.
But yes, El Cheapo, Unc was over and we was waiting on you, girl. We did a pop-up show last night. We were having we had like a potluck style Sunday dinner, but I wasn't gonna go live. And Keke was like, "Are we going live? I want to talk to your people." So we did a live at a pop-up live. We was on there for a minute. We was up there cracking up, laughing. Hey,
You talking too much.
we
Yeah, you
like
missed
the
out.
show.
Simple as that. Go back and watch the video.
Look, we like El Cheapo. You ain't gonna. That's our fourth sister. You ain't gonna be talking to El Cheapo like that. um. Oh yes, El Cheapo. I did drop the link, but girl, I gotta go. I gotta go. But next time, y'all, I started this new show, Time for Tea, and normally we do it in the mornings, but we came back for part 2 because what we was talking about was so juicy and so messy. We'll be back tomorrow
Hold wait a second. Let me put
or
some
on
oomph up
Wednesday.
in it.
Let me
Did
get
we
y'all final
even
thought.
go back to did you ever figure out the Tiana Taylor?
Maybe we can talk about her tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, maybe we can talk about her tomorrow 'cause that's a whole saga.
It's a whole thing. All right,
Yeah, and
cool.
they is mad over here on YouTube because
Nice.
she took all that
At
man
least
money.
I really popped up. I was like, damn, we didn't finish that segment.
Oh, and y'all subscribe to El Cheapo's channel. I saw that El Cheapo did a panel show and it went really well, and I was able to watch a little bit of it. El Cheapo, I think that you should do panel shows. Great conversations. They love you out here and you on these YouTube streets, and they need more people with some sense out here.
When El
Some
Cheapo
sense
do a
out
panel
here.
show? I missed that.
It was yesterday. I think it was yesterday or maybe today. But she did a
Today.
panel show for the first time, and it actually got great views. She had people on the panel. I said, "What is
That's
this?"
super dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
El
she
Cheapo talented.
I'm gonna have to get on her
yeah.
channel too. Look, I'm gonna support all you guys because I know you guys be watching us, you guys be talking to us and stuff like that. And honestly, stuff is kind of funny. Yeah, be asking crazy ass questions. But
Oh, okay. So El Cheapo said it wasn't a panel. I was scrolling on Meet Me. What is Meet Me? I don't even know what that is. But you had
Mimi,
people up there
it's a
talking.
little
I don't
Mimi
know what
thing.
was
It's
going
like a
on.
little a Mimi.
Meet me.
Oh, it's a dating site.
Ooh,
Okay, El Cheapo was
Meet
doing
me.
something big over
El
there. She got
Cheapo
screens.
stepping outside the box. Be careful, El Cheapo. Be careful. Pack your heater in your backpack.
Yeah, you might went a little too far.
No, just be careful. I mean,
Yeah.
7, it was a great show. You know what I'm saying? It's a very interesting topic, you know, and you can see firsthand how adults are struggling with relationships and emotions and the nuances of relationships. You know, I think everybody understands the choices they make. They just, once they realize they messed up, instead of taking accountability, they just blame it on the other person, you know. But if you want to go forward in your life, you have to do things a little different than always been done. You have to make a decision to change at some point. And I'll say the best time to do it is when you're young, in your 30s. Don't wait till 40s and 50s. You know, you see the problem, just address it. If it's other people that shame you and put you down, go talk to their ass. Get it off your chest. You know, if it's yourself, just stop doing things out of fear. Because the United States is going to be a little different in the next 4 years. And everybody who ain't really trying to stake their claim, they're going to be pushed to the side. Because think about it. The Olympics will be here in 4 years. It's going to be people from around the world with lots of money coming to the United States. And they're going to be looking to get in these spaces where these new houses and apartments are going up because most Black people can't afford them because they won't work together. Everybody trying to do things individual. 907, you stay right there in Alaska, get your dividends paid every year, stay right there. Don't come down off that hill over because you come in here, it's going to be a whole bunch of chaos. Stay right over there. Keep your cooking, keep making them good meals, and let anybody know at some point you come over here and you got to cut some firewood. You got to earn your keep. But, it's a great show. I'm glad y'all sisters can get along and do things. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. I'm just an old man that done put in my time, and I appreciate everything about that God has planned for me and has given me. So can't complain. Salute. I'm
No,
always support you as
thanks
much
for
as I
being
can.
patient with me and everything like that. And I'm
Oh
glad I
yeah.
got to talk
Oh
with
yeah.
you and stuff like
You
that.
are
We
you
can
are an
avoid it.
official baby sister to me. I was
Right, I ain't even the baby sister.
No, but he
but
said to
see,
him.
listen to me.
To him.
To me, I got sisters double your age. You probably 20 years younger than me. So what I'm saying is, you good with me. Even when you come, however you come, that's how I'm gonna take you. You can come with your little wide squirts. I ain't gonna get mad. Listen, because I understand that y'all fight. Y'all fight and keep fighting though. But yeah, just be safe when you're out there.
Right,
Protect
hold
yourself at all
on.
times. No, listen, you just protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you out there, just you know how to do it. Just always stay in contact with your sister.
I'll be in the house. I'll be quiet.
Yeah, so just be cool. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'll be back. We
No,
can
you
we can
too.
chop it up again
For
because we
sure.
light
Yeah,
skinned. We
I'm
got to
so
stick
glad
together.
For
you came
sure,
up here, Coach.
buddy.
I'm glad you came up here, Coach. I'll be seeing you around. We be out here in these streets. But this reminds me of old times having you up here, Trey. We ain't seen you over here in a minute, but it was nice having you. Keke, what are your final thoughts? And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Coach Ferg's YouTube channel. He's doing big things over there, doing big things. Coach, can you drop the link in the chat? And then Keke, what are your final thoughts for the show? What do you want to leave us with? Girl, you got 2 minutes.
Well, I always be having a lot to say, bro. I feel like
Can
this.
you get it
You guys,
in the 2
bro.
minutes?
First of all, the females, y'all need to stop being trifling. Second of all, it's just like, bro, have some morals about yourself. Do everything that you're supposed to do. Go to work, go home, take care of the kids. Like, we don't need to be questioning your life on videos.
Very, very true. But once you bring your mess out to the internet, it's all of our
It's
business.
over. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, it's like the kids. Anybody that brings kids into it, you need to stay out. You need to stay out of there. Leave the kids alone because at the end of the day, they ain't do nothing to you. And if the parent made you so mad to where you have to go do something to the kid, you're gonna get what you deserve, and that's it. That's all I have to say.
All right, I'm gonna drop y'all up out of here. We're gonna end this show. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you guys so much for coming up. Keke, don't worry about it. I got you, baby. All right, y'all. Great show. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna hit y'all with the outro video. We are gonna be back here tomorrow and Wednesday, and the day after that. So let me hit y'all with the outro video. See you on the next one. Great convo. Thank you to all the panelists. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the Foodiegang gang.
Foodiegang gang gang. Foodiegang gang gang.